The following is a presentation of The Day.
A tradition like no other, Thanksgiving morning football, high school style. East Lyme Vikings fighting for a winning season. The Waterford Lancers in the state playoffs fighting for a home game. And you're about to see it live on Game Day. Game Day is brought to you by Waterford Dental, voted #1 best dental practice 5 years in a row in Day's Reader Choice Awards. Visit them at 177 Boston Post Road or at waterforddentalhealth.com. It is Keith O'Brien, the sports doctor, leading the way here on a Thanksgiving treat. My good buddy Mike tomorrow on the call with me. Mike, where would you rather be on a Thanksgiving morning than right here at East Lyme High School?
Oh, it's going to be great. Keith, this will be fun, and obviously, Waterford knows no matter what, they will still be playing on Tuesday. They would just prefer it's up the road a little bit, not somewhere else.
It's been a special season. You talk about fun. Waterford has had a lot of fun this year playing football. They are 8-1 coming in, Mike, and they are chomping at the bit to host a playoff game. We'll get ready to kick things off here. Sam Menders will handle that for the Lancers. And we're underway. High over end kick taken by Robbins from East Lyme. Makes his way across 20, tackled at the 25-yard line. Owen Robbins on the return. And look at our first look at this Viking offense, led by Noah Parry. Mike, in a big, strong offensive line for the Vikings.
That's the game, Keith. To me, I mean, can Waterford stop the run? And how many guys is it going to take them to stop the run? Because the more it's going to take, the more I think that the likelihood is that number 40, Scott Galbo, will be open way down the field, as he has been a lot this year.
Double wing set here for Perry and Coach Rudy Bagos, who's happy on Thanksgiving that he's got a healthy squad in front of him. Outside toss goes to Hart. Off the left side, stick your head down and get 6 yards. Good game for Cam Hart on first down. Leads the team this year with 564 yards rushing.
And that's 7 yards there, Keith. There's your game right there. Obviously East Lyme will have its problems with Bakken when Waterford has the ball, but there it is right there.
It's kind of ironic that East Lyme showed you that double wing look. The only team that beat Waterford this year was Fitch, and Fitch runs the double wing. Perry on second down. Toss comes to the outside to the other Hart. Hart foundation. 2 carries for the Harts. First down, 12 yards, move to sticks East Lyme. Mike, and I'll go back to that point. That's the team that beat Waterford this year, the only loss that they have, and that's the look that Fitch showed them the entire game. So maybe Rudy Bagos tearing a page out of Mike Ellis's playbook up in Fitch and brought it into Thanksgiving Day morning.
Well, I think that's what they do. This is what East Lyme does, and they do it well. And Waterford got to do a little better, but we're a minute in.
First and 10 from the 39. Galbo on the inside draw, a little room into the second level. Tackled there by number 1, Michael Vincent on the stop, and right now all positive yards. First 3 plays for East Lyme, and they've moved the ball quite well here, picking up positive yardage in all plays.
I wonder, Keith, today what if Waterford does have maybe a greater sense of purpose here, though, knowing that they get a home game.
Listen, I had a chance to talk to Mike Strecker before the game, Mike, and he said just that. He said, our goal at the beginning of the year was to host a playoff game, so this game will help us get that goal. Perry under center. Inside draw goes to Hart, sticks his head down, and that's a tough run on first down, on second down, to get the first down by Hart. So right now, 4 plays for East Lyme, Mike, 4 runs, 2 first downs, move the sticks.
And now they've already set themselves up for, the play-action game, Keith. You would guess somebody's going to be wide open down the field.
A bit of a blustery day, Mike. A little bit of a crosswind here. Not too serious, but crosswind heading from our location back toward the scoreboard. East Lyme going to play power football, control football, methodical football. Kind of reminds me of Killingly last week. Perry operates under center. And a little flea flicker. That's going to go nowhere. As Harshberger swallows up Noah Perry. That time Jackson Harshberger snuffed that one out. And a little bit of a missed time play there. They're looking deep.
Yeah, and there was only one guy out in the route. Owen Robbins was deep, and he was covered well by Trey Brennan. So
yeah, you gotta
I
have
don't know.
You gotta have a little bit of time to make that throw, and
Yeah.
there was no time there. Harshberger, a tremendous two-way player for the Lancers. That's going to be a loss of 5. Second down and 15. 9 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Perry out of the gun this time. It's the play in from Rudy Bagos. Rudy likes his team. They're healthy. We got my full squad, he says to me before the game. Pass is caught on the outside. T.J. Horner into Lancer territory, tackled at the 36-yard line. T.J. Horner.
That's our guy, Keith. We love him from basketball.
I think last time we saw him, he had like a busted thumb or a dislocated thumb, and that time he shows you a little bit of the lunch pail work that time. T.J. Horner and the pitch and catch from Perry. First down, East Lyme on the move. Initial possession of the game will be 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Up the middle goes Hart, sticks his head down, gets to the second level. And Mike, and there's that big offensive line just blowing Waterford off the football. They are 6-7 yards down the field before they even touched.
And what this does is it keeps a kid who's thrown for 1,600 yards and 28 touchdowns off the field, and Ryan Bakken.
Great opening drive scripted here by East Lyme. Under 8 minutes. Hart in the backfield. Hart on the pitch. Turns upfield, breaks a tackle. Looks like he stepped out of bounds at the 20, and I am correct. There you go. See, Blaine Hart and Cam Hart, Mike, the two brothers, complement each other very well. One's inside, tough, and the other one gets to the edge and makes a play.
And I just like the way, as you said, the surge up front, they really are blowing them off the ball.
Big drive here. Over 4 minutes on this drive. East Lyme in control. I like that double threat of the Hart brothers. One can ground and pound up the middle and one go to the outside. Here comes Blaine Hart again. Cuts back. And he is tackled there by number 61, Will Sutton. But good for about 5 yards, maybe 6. But right now, Mike, this entire drive outside of that flea flicker, East Lyme working downhill.
And think about it. Waterford had 9 guys in the box on that snap, and they still got 5 yards.
We'll talk about the big people up front for East Lyme as the game goes along. Nothing fancy here, folks. Straight power football on Thanksgiving morning. Cam Hart takes the edge. He's got a room. He could go. He is into the end zone for the touchdown. 20 yards. Cam Hart for 6. And just like that, East Lyme is up 6-0.
You know, that's like the Staples commercial, Keith. That was easy.
That was easy. That was too easy. No resistance at all whatsoever from the Waterford defense on that drive.
So 70 yards, 5 minutes, and 1 negative play.
Will England in the attempt to extra point. Snap is good. Kick is up. That is good.
It's good.
Oh, there you go. 4 minutes and 53 seconds on the drive. East Lyme marches 75 yards. Drive started at their own 25-yard line. So 75 yards, Mike, in a very, very, effective and efficient drive.
Waterford's turn the answer now. And, you know, Waterford's preference is to throw the ball.
Yeah.
And now you wonder how the wind's going to affect things.
Sure.
Can the Waterford offensive line hold up against a really good defense?
It's an eerie start to this game, much like the Fitch game when Waterford got down. I think it was 13-0. They had to fight to come back, take the lead 14-13, and then it was give and take after that, and Fitch made too many plays down the stretch. But that right there, my friends, was too easy. Too easy for the Vikings. And that's what Rudy Bagos talked about pregame. He says, we think we can move some people around up front. And they did just that on that drive.
He's right.
Angling kicks, a little pooch kick over here on the side, taken by one of the upmen from Waterford. And it'll be tackled at the 28-yard line. So right there, East Lyme keeping the ball away from Michael Vincent. Jeremiah Harshberger with the catch, and I'll call it cover up on the return.
Yes, the catch and cover.
Catch and cover.
I like that.
Don't let the ball get away from you. So they don't want to get the ball in Vincent's hand to the kickoff, kick it to one of the upmen and see what happens. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this Waterford offense. They're led by Ryan Bakken. 1,611 yards this year, 28 touchdowns on the season. And Mike, one of the most impressive things, 6 different receivers this year have caught down touchdown passes from Bakken.
Before the game down on the field, Keith, or John Specker said, smartest kid I ever coached.
Well, Bakken will operate out of the gun, 4 wide. Hightower in the backfield. Hightower gets the call, and he is wrapped up and buried. Hightower going nowhere that time. Pick number 55 on the tackle, Zachary Todd. And we'll call his name all day long, Mike. He is one of those guys up front that can shed the blocker and make tackles.
Yeah, I think Todd's been their best overall defensive player all year, and he just showed you why.
Jack Todd, number 55. He is a big kid, and he has a motor. So no gains, 2nd down and 10. Lancers will operate from their own 29-yard line. 4 wide receivers set, Hightower in the backfield. Inside handoff goes that time. Tackled. Trey Brennan on the carry.
Outside, brought down by Hunter Lewis.
Flag on the play, Hunter Lewis on the tackle.
Flag on the
Waterford
play.
had 2 men in motion.
Okay.
They may take the play, too. I don't know.
It's 2nd down and 10 as we stand. Kevin Albanese is your white hat.
Oh, did they blow it dead? I'm sorry. Was that my bad? Okay.
So they blew it dead. It'll cost Waterford 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 15.
I'll learn the rules.
We're going to get it. We're going to get it down. All right, Mike.
Yeah.
Illegal shift on Waterford.
We actually
5-yard
can't hear
penalty.
the whistle up here, so.
Takes it back to the 24.
My problem is not hearing the whistle. It's seeing the flag as it comes out of the official's hands at 50 years old, my friend.
15.
All right, so here we go. Trips to the bottom of the formation for the Lancers. Bakken 2nd down and 15. East Lyme shows pressure. 1 man route to the outside looking for
Bakken's pass.
Michael Vincent, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Vincent.
So right now the timing just a little bit off for this passing attack for the Lancers. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 15. The down and distance that I don't think John Strecker wanted his team into early.
3rd down 15
Well, nobody
for
does
Waterford.
really, but
No.
yeah, this is not. Yeah, and you know, East Lyme will probably loosen up a little bit now. And, but as you said, Keith, he's thrown touchdowns to six different guys this year.
Look for pressure here. Horner active, Hart active up the middle. Yes, it's Horner jumped it.
That's going to be
Penalty
Horner.
flag
That's
down.
going to be on Horner, yeah.
Oh no, they're saying false start.
Illegal motion on
Wow.
Waterford, 5 yards.
So the hard
back.
count by Bakken confused one of his offensive linemen. He came up out of his stance. Hart was coming on the blitz anyway. You could see it. You could see Hart and Horner just with their ears pinned back right now.
3rd down and 20 now for the Lancers.
Be careful of a turnover here now.
Here comes Horner. Here comes Galbo up the middle. Pass is deep, and it is caught. What a huge pitch and catch that time to Michael Vincent. And Vincent takes it to
Bakken's
the
pass
house.
complete to number 1, Michael
71
Vincent,
yards. How do you like
Waterford
that for
touchdown.
3rd and 20, folks?
Watch the
76
turnover,
yard
huh?
touchdown
Keith, how
pass
about
for Waterford.
how about watch the touchdown? Just that. Well, that's why he's thrown for almost
27 touchdowns,
that's
29
twice
touchdowns.
29.
That is
Perfect
a
throw.
one-man route. That is Peyton Sutman's old position on the outside. Doesn't matter who's there. But Michael Vincent, gone.
And again, Keith, we know because we were down on the field that there's a lot of wind down there. That is a very difficult throw.
That is a fantastic throw.
Sam Menders in for the extra
What an
point
answer.
for
Menders in
Waterford.
for the extra point. One of the best kickers in the league, Sam Menders. Snap is up, kick is up. And it's good.
It's good.
And just
With
like that, Mike,
5:33
tie
to
ball
go in
game.
the first
So we got a
period.
good one here.
No,
Tie.
East Lyme takes
7,
almost 6
Waterford
minutes,
7.
and Waterford takes about 60 seconds.
Right. I think I'd still rather be East Lyme right now?
Sure.
Because I think it's just a safer way to go. You know, pound, pound, pound. And I think based on what we've seen so far, I think if East Lyme takes care of the ball, they don't put the ball on the deck. I like their chances.
Hey, listen, the lightning in the bottle ability in this Waterford offense, the big play ability, that's, Mike, that's why they're never really going to be out of a game, I think. That's that recipe right there. They have the home run hitters.
Think about it, Keith. It was 3rd and 20.
3rd and 20.
It's not like East Lyme didn't know that was coming, and they still made them.
Yep, they brought
Play.
pressure.
Great.
Vincent got behind the defender, and Bakken just chucked it up there and big touchdown. So a little drumstick and a little wing on the first couple drives of the game here. Ball falls off the tee, Mike. Sam Menders will put it back up.
Hart and Robbins.
Hart and Robbins back deep to receive for East Lyme. You talked about Menders with his leg. He had the strength to make it from almost 40 yards out in warm-ups. He had the distance. And he will kick this ball out. So Menders looking to keep the ball in the corner on the right side. Will kick it out of bounds, and East Lyme will set up shop at up to 35.
That's like we see on College Game Day.
Yeah.
You had one job.
Kick it
inbounds.
So I'm going to try to keep an eye on the out-of-town scoreboard for you guys. Fitch scoring first against Ledyard on a Steve Cantress TD.
Wow. All right.
And Sports Doctor, apparently you've got a bunch of fans up in Killingly watching the game
All
today.
right, sounds good. I love you guys up there. It's a long ride, and it's very, very taxing on my mileage account for game day, but we'll work it out.
They do love us.
Hey, I love those guys up there. East Lyme's second possession of the game. Perry, little pitch outside to Cam Hart, gets to the edge, gets a block, sticks his head down, positive yards. Good block on the outside by Owen Robbins that time.
Yeah, and I tell you, Keith, if you try to tackle either of the Hart boys above the waist, good luck to you.
Yeah, you can't do it.
No.
All right, those are two big, strong kids. East Lyme is tough up front. That is a 13-yard gain on first down. Slow developing, Mike, but Hart got to the edge and then turned it up. So it looked like it was just going to get strung out for 5 or 6 yards. Turned into 13. Blaine Hart this time gets to the outside. A nice job on the edge that time by Trey Brennan on the stop, number 4.
Second really nice defensive play Brennan has made. So again, though, Keith, that requires the safety to come all the way up to make that play, which means that there's going to be an area of the field that's wide open.
But you said everything is a script. Everything leads to something. We're not afraid to pop Galbo down the middle and the tight end slip. So East Lyme, like I said, setting up Waterford right now. There's Galbo on the inside handoff. He's got some room. He's into the second level. Galbo wrestled down by number 44, Jackson Harshberger. But not after a good gain right there, Mike. We'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Tough inside run.
This is textbook round
Gain of
pound
10,
right
3rd
now,
down
right?
and 1 for the
Yep,
Vikings.
quick to the line come the Vikings. Operating out of that double wing. Perry, Hart, sticks his head down. Little rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Needed 1, give him 6. First down, East Lyme. And again, that tough inside run, and that is straight power football. That's hat on hat.
I would be curious to see whether they keep it on the they just keep doing this right now, or if they do take a shot.
Listen, their shot is going to be with Galbo. He's their guy. He's their big play guy. Perry, Hart, a job on the outside by Hightower, setting the edge. Play was strung out. Good for no gain. Christian Hightower came out, set the edge. Trey Brennan finished it off.
And Brennan again, Hightower and Brennan are going to be sore.
Well, if you have the offensive line pushing around Waterford's offensive line, they can't get off their blocks. These safeties, these corners, these linebackers are going to have to make some tackles. Double wing. Very, very crisp moving first quarter. Galbo will get the toss. Head of steam, sticks his head down. And he is popped in the backfield and keeps moving, rumbling, and stumbling. Tackle that time by number 54 for the Lancers, Matthew Olbrus, but not after a big game.
Aiden Hansen, number 56, actually had him in the but he went high again. And Hart just ran him over.
Here comes your coffee order, Mike.
Here comes coffee.
Here comes coffee. Into the booth for a game day. We love it. 1st and 10, East Lyme doing all the damage on the ground. 2 pass attempts, well, 1 flea flicker that never got out of the way. Hart up the middle. Breaking a tackle. Mike, there you see Jackson. There you see, it's not Harshberger, it's number 54, but you see too much tackling going on by Waterford, trying to grab the jersey, and it's just not working right now.
No, and I mean, you know, we're gonna have to do something about that here if you're Waterford, because this is not working. You know, East Lyme will do this all day, and should.
Listen, tackling starts around the feet. Tackling starts around the legs. If you're grabbing high, if you're grabbing jersey to hang on, it's not going to work. There's 2nd down and 8. Perry to Hart. Sticks his head down. Nice job that time defensively up front. He'll get about 3 yards. Mike, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 and possibly 4 down territory here for East Lyme.
So here's the other point, Keith, I think. East Lyme has played a way better schedule, tougher schedule.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Than Waterford has. And you wonder if that is the effect of that is what we're seeing right now.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, East Lyme's just, you know, Mike, Waterford is a really, really good finesse football team. You know, East Lyme is a power team. They're strong up front. They're built like that. They played number 1 team in the state in hand.
Yep.
Hart to the outside, sheds a block, sheds a tackle, sticks his head down, and he's close to the 1st down.
To finish that point, Keith, not that I blame Waterford for the schedule when you're 0 and 10 and 3 and 7. I'm okay with it, but I think you're seeing it now. Anyway, 4th and short.
4th and 1 and a no-brainer. Roll the dice here, says Rudy Begos. Perry under center. Almost a bit of a wishbone backfield. Power backfield right now. Perry. Hart sticks his head down.
Blaine Hart up the middle.
Waterford saying no. I think he got the 1st down. He's at the 15-yard line.
Down by Brennan.
That is almost from the pistol formation, power football.
For an East Lyme.
Big 1st down pickup that time by Blaine Hart.
So, Keith, we can just simple math. I believe East Lyme's probably got 130, 140 yards on the ground already.
Yeah, 75 yards on that first drive. Second drive started at the 35-yard line.
There was one play in the first drive where there was a pass.
Yes.
So.
Hart up the middle, dances into the 2nd level, and he's tackled at the 10-yard line. Called to 11, but another 5-yard gain on 1st down, Mike. 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3. Easy to call play calls.
Well, it's not going to be a very long game, Keith. We do know that.
Gain of 4
at this point.
2nd down and 6.
Yeah, we talked to Chad Neal last week after Killingly had beaten New London. He said, we track possessions. We track how many times we have the ball. We track plays. I think there was one point last week where it was 23 plays to 3 for Killingly versus New London. Same thing here, but you saw the home run hitting ability by Waterford to tie the game up. 30 seconds. Could be the last play of the 1st quarter. Hart up the middle. He is met at the line of scrimmage and tackled for no gain. That's a good job up front by Waterford. Sutman on the tackle.
Our guy, Will Sutman.
Yep.
Tackled by William Sutton, number 61.
Giants fan in a house full of
I'm not going to fault him for that.
Heathens.
I'm not going to fault him for being a Giants fan. Not going down that road today with you. We are not talking Giant football.
No, not at all.
That is it. Mike, that'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. So some ground and pound and some big plays. We've seen a little bit of everything. Come back for the 2nd quarter on the other side on Game Day.
At The Day, our journalists are in your community, talking with business owners, attending town meetings, analyzing data, talking to government leaders, reporting on the issues that matter most to you. Since 1881, we have been serving our community and will continue to do so 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Never miss a day of news. Enjoy convenient home delivery right to your doorstep, 7 days a week. Subscribe at theday.com/membership.
Game Day is brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. At Waterford Dental Health, your smile and your health are our top priority. Located at 177 Boston Post Road or at waterfordhealth.com. Mike, I like your smile this morning. How about that?
Yes. Well, I have a lot to smile about.
Sure you do. Very thankful.
Yeah.
I had a chance to talk to John Strecker before the game, and I said to him, Coach, I said, what would you be doing on Thanksgiving morning if you weren't doing football? And he scratched the top of his head and whatever hair he had left, and he said, Keith, I honestly don't know. He said, this is my life. This is what I do. I went to my first game when I was 11 years old. My dad took me to Stonington Westerly, and I haven't missed one since. 39 games at a high school game on Thanksgiving Day.
Nice crowd has filed in. This is fun.
Late arriving. I think some people in the parking lot came in a little later. Third and 5, 3rd and 6. Noah Perry on a straight quarterback keep.
I don't get that one.
Yeah, I was looking around saying, all right.
Yeah, there was 3rd and 6, not
3rd
3rd
and 6, yeah. So it's going to bring up a big 4th down here for East Lyme. That's the first time we've seen that all day long. It's been Hart, it's been Galbo, it's been Hart, and Perry calls his own number, and it brings up a big 4th down, Mike, for this Waterford defense. 4th and 4.
4 yards to go for East Lyme.
From just outside, just inside the 10-yard line. Perry will look to throw. Throws to the corner of the end zone, and the ball is incomplete.
Perry's pass incomplete.
Hey, Keith, major win for the Waterford defense right there.
Intended for
Trey
Blaine
Brennan
Hart.
on the coverage. Blaine Hart in the
Broken up
corner.
by Trey Brennan. Waterford
knocked the ball
takes
away.
over on downs.
Pass incomplete, so the Waterford defense holds. Mike, and I'm just not too sure about the play calling from 3rd down and 4th down when
that
the
was
inside,
a big 0 for 2 right
yeah,
there.
the inside run was just working so effectively.
Yeah, I mean, until they can stop it, you don't stop it. I don't think anyway.
So Waterford will take over on downs. 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. Second possession of the game. Only the 4th offensive play run by Waterford. Bakken will keep it himself, and he's wrapped up by T.J. Horner. So a bit of a read option that time. He had a Harshberger get hand the ball off to Bakken, took it himself. 2nd down and 10.
So Timmy Lineberg is an assistant coach at Waterford. Very good friend of mine. We go round and round on that play. I hate that play.
He likes it.
Because
Sideline
Bakken
warning
is
against
so
Waterford.
important to them.
Yeah, you don't want to see him get hurt.
I don't want to see him,
right.
yes.
Right.
But
he's not built like Lamar Jackson is either. So 4 wide here for Waterford. 2nd down and 9. Bakken out of the gun. Harshberger to the outside. T.J. Horner sets the edge. Harshberger sticks his head down, breaks a tackle, and there you go, Mike. There's Timmy Lineberger saying, okay, take that, Mike, tomorrow. We just got 11 yards on it.
Yeah, well, as I often say, that's why I'm up here and he's down.
That's correct. Mike, if the Hart brothers are tough to tackle up top, Harshberger's doubly tough to tackle just by trying to grab his jersey.
Big, strong kid.
He is. He is a load. Big 1st down for Waterford. 1st and 10 from their 20. The inside handoff that time. A little draw on the play for Waterford. Number 42.
Luke Sapkowski on the carry.
And he is not on our roster.
Brought down by number 69, Josh Morton.
Okay,
Senior
42
Josh
not
Morton.
on our roster. Check that. 2nd down and 8. I feel like
At
Casey
the
O'Neill right now.
28, gain of 8. 2nd down and 2 for Waterford.
We'll grab that, Peter. Thank you. Mike, another good inside run that time for Waterford, trying to establish their own identity at the line of scrimmage.
I believe that was Luke Sokolski.
Luke Sokolski. Okay, we're good. Bakken, little bubble screen to the outside, and a little reverse lateral that time. That ball was caught by Vincent, and he tried to lateral it to Harshberger, and it could have been a disaster. It's gain of 1, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. That's a real tight spot to be running that kind of play.
You know, Keith, sometimes I feel like when the urge to get creative
3rd down and 1
flies at these guys, they should duck.
Yeah, you just keep it simple.
Yeah.
KISS, right?
Yes.
He'll kiss.
It is only 3rd and 1, though. So.
Big 3rd down for this Waterford offense. Harshberger and Hightower in the backfield with Bakken. Harshberger up the middle. He's got a big seam. Into the second level. Crossing midfield. Jackson Harshberger. Big run on 3rd and 1. Move the chains for the Vikings.
So what did we say? What did we say before, Keith? If East Lyme continues to run the ball, it's going to be a long day for Waterford. If Waterford continues to do that and it opens up the passing game, look out.
Huge run that time. Hightower gets the call. Gets some room on the edge. Gets a block from Vincent. Sticks his head down. And right now, a little flow and a little rhythm to this Lancer offense. I like what I see from it. All on the ground.
Senior Scotty Galbo.
Scotty Galbo on the tackle, but not after a gain of about 12 yards that time for Vincent.
Sloan Dorfler, Jose Rosario on the right side of the line doing a really nice job right now.
Bakken will look to throw. He's got Menders, and the ball is thrown just behind Sam Menders. Little one-man pattern that time, guarded by number 2, Owen Robbins, but you see the ball just a little bit behind. Menders had inside position and a step. That was 6 points if Bakken puts it on the number.
Yeah, that ball looked like it got shot on the way to so I don't know.
There are turkeys out there.
Maybe somebody zigged when they should have zagged there. But you're right, Keith. He was open.
He was open. He had great position on Robbins. You hit him in stride, you've got 6. But it's incomplete, and you bring up 2nd down and 10 from the East Lyme 28. Sokolsky on the carry. To the outside, he's got an entourage, needs to cut back, and he is stopped there. Good for 5 yards. Nice job by East Lyme straining that out, but a nice job by Sokolsky turning it upfield, Mike, when he realized he couldn't get to the edge.
Cam Hart on the tackle for the Vikings.
And you were right, he isn't on the roster, but I figured out who he was anyway.
Okay, I'm like, that's who. I mean, like, you were so tied in with the Waterford people. You should know what these kids had for breakfast this morning. High snap, Bakken. Hit to the outside, Hightower can't catch it. Ryan Bakken knows he missed him this time. A high was on his back shoulder. Hit these guys in stride and made them make a play. It's going to bring up a big 4th down here.
I don't think they are in Menders' range right now. We saw him make him from 40.
This would be 46, 47
yeah, this is
yards.
Too far. This actually, so the ball's at the 24. It's to be 41 yards.
Yeah,
but they're going for it.
From the East Lyme 24.
Well, big 4th down here for the Waterford offense and the East Lyme defense. Tie ball game, 8:27 left to go in the first half. Fun game, back and forth.
1-on-1, top of the screen.
Yep. They're going to run the football at Harshberger, and Harshberger is going to stick his head down, Mike, and I think he's going to grind enough for the first down.
Harshberger on the carry.
Move the sticks, so on 4th down and 7, Waterford elects to run the football, spread them out with your 4 wide, get our back into the second level, and let them make a play.
Yeah, they must see something right now, because I thought for sure they would throw.
That's a gain of 8, 1st down, Waterford.
1st and 10 Lancers. High snap over Bakken's head, and he's going to fall on it right there. So that's going to cost Waterford 9 yards, 2nd down and 19.
Back at the 27-yard line.
I know, Keith, it wasn't what they wanted there, but what a smart play by Bakken just to fall on it.
That's going to cost them about 11 yards, so call it 2nd down and 21. I thought we saw enough of that last week at Killian with the London high snaps and the botch snaps and the center quarterback exchange.
It was odd. New London didn't do that once yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Snaps were perfect.
Sure.
Nothing else was, but
yeah, right.
You know.
Well, 2nd down, let's call it 21. Hightower in the backfield. Menders in motion. Menders will get the carry. Menders, a little high step in there. He's a good track athlete.
To about the 25.
Short gain that time.
Down,
nice job by East Lyme on D stringing that out.
Senior
top of the
3rd and 19 for Waterford.
The monitor.
From the East Lyme.
Top of the monitor. Top of the monitor, yeah.
I think it's a screen.
Screen.
I'm watching on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah. 6:52 and counting in a game. Mike, this has been a nice crowd here now.
Oh, this is great. This is fun.
Good crowd.
Nice crowd.
On the Waterford side, nice crowd. High school football. 3rd down and let's call it 17. Brennan gets the inside handoff, gets a block on the edge. Trey Brennan sticks his head down, and he's going to be close to the first down. He'll be 2 yards short, but a little inside jet sweep that time for Trey Brennan, and room on the left side to run.
Yes, Keith. I saw. I did see a hold on the outside there. However, I would say this: well-officiated game so far because we haven't seen one flag.
Yeah.
Let them play. And
A couple of false starts, a couple of nickel dime
Right.
penalties like that, but no holding. Yeah, let them play. So 4th down and 6 for the Lancers. Bakken, Harshberger up the middle, and he is stuffed on 4th down. Big stop that time by Cam Hart. East Lyme will take over, Mike. 1st and 10 from their own 10.
So some more score updates for you guys.
Westerly
Westerly leading Stonington 6-0. Griswold scoring
East
first.
Lyme takes over on down.
7-0 over Plainfield. Couple games Waterford's interested in. Weston and Barlow, no score. Torrington leading Watertown 7-0. Maybe a surprise here. NFA interested to know Darien trailing New Canaan 14-0.
Turkey Day.
Turkey
Turkey Day in New Canaan, right?
10-yard line.
And Southington 7-0 over Cheshire.
Cheshire. Perry out of the gun. Inside handoff to Hart that time, and he is swallowed up going nowhere. So, Mike, the adjustments that Waterford's going to have to make up front on the defensive end, maybe you see a little bit of it there.
Brought down by number 50, Ethan Welch.
Ethan Welch on the stop.
Much better, Keith. Much, much better. And it looks like Welch has to come off the field.
He lost his helmet. You lose your helmet, you got to come off the field.
The other Harshberger, Jeremiah.
Have you ever had your bell rung so bad where you've had to
No
come off the
gain.
field?
2nd and 10 for the
I've never
Vikings.
been on the field, so it'd be
No, I
hard
mean
for
on
me
the
to have to-
sidelines, though.
Oh, I've gone down. I haven't
You've
had the
gone
bell
down on the
rung. Oh,
sidelines?
I've gone down.
You've gone down.
If you watch me during a game, Keith, anytime the play comes, I run because I've
I've
gone
never
down a
really
couple
seen you
times.
run, but I'll have
Yeah,
to
it's
take
not
your
pretty,
I'll have to
but
take
no.
your word for it.
No, I've gone down. It's not fun.
I've seen you jaunt or jog, and I don't think I've ever seen you run. Never a full-on sprint with Mike tomorrow. You save it for when it counts.
Right. For the next 5K, which is
Yeah, well, listen, it's in
Yeah.
your future. What
Yeah.
is that, penalty here, Mike? This is me and you jibber-jabbing.
well, I didn't see a flag.
There's Mike tomorrow on the sidelines yesterday.
5-yard penalty against
Is that me?
Waterford. Takes the ball to the 15.
It was offsides on the Lancers.
Okay.
So it'll be first
2nd
down
and
and 5 for the Vikings. There you go, Mike. That's a good-looking picture. Good-looking guy. Big hole up the middle that time for Scotty
Galbo
Galbo.
on the
He
pitch
dances
to
across
the
the
25.
25. He will pick
Brought
up
down
10
by
yards and
number
move the
Trey
sticks first
Brennan.
down East Lyme.
Yeah, so what our audience can't see, we've got
Yeah,
Sean
return
Elliott's photo
for
gallery
East
from the
Lyme.
New London
First
NFA game. Nice
down.
picture of an NFA reception. Mike DeMorio not looking too enthusiastic on the sideline. there.
Oh, boy. No, he got a Giants hat on, that's why.
Well, we have to, we can't play favorites, Pete. Come on.
5:20 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Good football game, fast moving. Keith O'Brien, Mike DeMauro bringing you the action. Hart to the outside. Sticks his head down. He's going to be good for about 8 yards. So back to power football for Rudy Begos and the Vikings.
Galbo on the carry.
And just to finish
Shy
that,
of
Keith,
the 40 or the 34.
congrats to,
Brought down by number 56,
NFA
Aiden
on
Hansen.
the playoff berth. They have had a remarkable season.
Gain of 9.
They really have. Down to their third string quarterback.
down and 1.
Jason Bakulis, that staff did a hell of a job. 2nd down and 1. Here comes Galbo on the outside, and he is hit
Galbo
hardly
off the left
at the line
side.
of scrimmage by Offers. Big stop on the
Brought down
outside.
by number 54.
Matt Olbrey's having a game.
Matthew
Yeah, he has.
Olbrys.
We talked about that linebacking core, the safeties, the corners. These guys side to
Gain of
side.
3 for an East
You're going to have to make some
First
stops for the
down.
Lancers. They're doing just that. 1st and 10 East Lyme from their own 37-yard line. Both teams have showed the ability to move the ball here on offense.
In a rapidly moving first half, as they say.
Hart Going nowhere. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Sutman there on the stop.
Sutman, Rosario,
Gonzalez,
and Matt Olbrees again.
Jose
Rosario
Rosario.
has played really well.
Number 78, Jose Rosario, senior.
Second down,
We'll
10
call
for the
him
Vikings from their own 37.
Undersized lineman. A tough kid, though.
Yeah, tough kid. And again, this is not the last game for these Waterford seniors, Mike. They will be playing football next week.
And they so badly want to be at home.
They want the home game. They don't want to be going to New Fairfield or something like that, you know. Hart in motion. They'll get the toss. Dances to the outside. Matt Sanford on the stop that time for Waterford, coming up from a safety position.
By Jeremiah Harshberger.
Harshberger on the tackle as well.
So, Keith, we're looking at 3rd and about 7, and this is where, or 8, and this is where I would maybe look for
the Vikings from the 38.
For Galbo.
Yeah.
Here he comes on the field now.
Yeah. Listen, East Lyme does not really have that threat of the big vertical passing game like Waterford does. Like I said, you can slip the tight end. East Lyme will call a timeout and talk things over. Mike, and maybe they're thinking about just that. Maybe they're looking for that play for Galbo to come down the middle, come down the seam, make a play.
But Keith, now if you look at the way the wind is really blowing right now, so who knows if that doesn't have the wind is really blowing.
Crosswind here, blowing back towards is it the firehouse over there, Mike?
Yes.
That is the firehouse?
The Flanders Firehouse.
Flanders Firehouse, yeah. Crosswind. And this is a very, very fast, clean moving football game.
So here's the oddity of the day, Keith.
Yeah.
All of East Lyme's other home games, they choose their home bench to be on the opposite side of the field.
Right.
Today they're on this side of the field, and we don't know why.
Yeah, I mean that's something we asked Rudy about. That's going to be 3rd down and 8. East Lyme from their own 39-yard line. Perry will operate out of the gun. Spread formation. And Galbo moved. I don't know why it's not a flag. There it is.
Flag down.
Yeah, Galbo moved. He simulated the start of the play.
And
that's going to be 3rd down and 13.
Penalty.
Trey Brennan had the call before the refs did.
Yeah, you can see it from here. I mean, Galbo got down. He simulated the start of the play, and that's going to cost them 5 yards. Same formation, same play.
Could be. I would say this, though, Keith. Waterford's defense playing much better.
Yes.
Much better.
Since that opening drive, even the second drive, they've toughened things up front. Same formation. Perry will look right. Comes across, looks for Hart. Trey Brennan flagged down on the play. Trey Brennan came right over the top of Cam Hart, and that was an easy call right there.
Yes.
He came through Hart, and he had his arm around him and spun him around.
Yeah, no doubt there. Did the wind just...
The wind just blew over the benches.
Just blew the bench over.
Just blew the bench over, yeah. You're just
Pass
ripping out there now.
against Waterford.
Is that an automatic first down? Or is it a spot foul? It's 10 yards.
Well, it's 15.
15
so
yards
it
and a
would
first
be
down,
an
yeah.
automatic.
15 yards against the Lancers for pass
Mike, did East Lyme
interference.
used to have their
That's
bench on
good
the
enough
side?
for East Lyme.
So
First
I
down.
wondered, normally there's no bleachers on the far side. I
Right.
wondered if they moved to the other side of the field just to get away from screaming fans. But
Maybe.
Today you don't get away from them, so you might as well be on the home side with the bigger bleachers.
Perry on the keeper. Noah Perry sticks his head down, and he gets 5 yards.
Down at the
While we're talking
36.
about the wind, Keith, shout out to
William
East Lyme
Sutton
AD
and Jeremiah
Steve
Harshberger.
Vargas, who was wearing shorts today.
Yeah, that's his problem, not mine.
Yeah, right.
2nd down and 7.
Not my problem.
Hey, it's not my problem.
That is my
Not my-
favorite sports doctor.
Ah, it's
not my
it's
problem.
my line in life. It's not my problem. Please don't make it mine. So we saw Perry do some damage on his feet earlier this year on game day. Shows you a little bit of the running ability there. Galbo up the middle. There's Scotty Galbo. I'm sorry, that's Hart up the middle. Boy, what a tough run that time by Cam Hart. He was hit at the line of scrimmage and carried bodies with him for about 6 yards.
40 by Hightower.
2.5 to play.
First down.
Clock not a factor now, but it could be shortly.
Well, I think East Lyme is like to get the lead going into halftime because Waterford will get the ball to start the second half. That's Galbo. Slips a little bit. Sticks his head down and gets a couple of yards.
By number 61, William
East
Sutton.
Lyme has 2 timeouts left, Mike, as we approach the 2-minute mark of the halftime.
I mean, it's not.
Gain of 3.
Now, as
second
we
and
get
7
under
for the Vikings.
2 minutes, now it starts to. Now you got to watch it a little bit, especially when East Lyme's primary means of moving the ball is on the ground.
I think if they get themselves to a 3rd and short, maybe take a shot on 3rd down and then go for it on 4th down. They got to take a shot sooner or later. 138 and counting. Perry under center. Hart comes in motion. Play action. Perry. Pass is incomplete.
Perry's
Intended
pass
that time for number 8, T.J. Horner. Ball
incomplete.
thrown behind him.
Intended for T.J.
Ball bring
Horner.
up 3rd down and 7.
Okay, so let's look ahead. Let's say they don't get this. Do you go for it? And
Yes.
And if you don't make it, you're giving Bakken a shorter
7
field.
now for the Vikings from the
Or
I
do you
don't-
want
I
to
don't-
play field position?
I mean,
The
with
conservative-
128 left, I mean, I would go for it. Okay. I would go for it. I mean, I got nothing to lose. It's the last game of the season. If you're talking situational football, I mean, the play would be to punt it and pin him deep. But 3rd down. Perry on the play action. Big pressure by Harshberger. Lets it fly. Got him in. Pass is caught. Touchdown. Scotty Galbo. 37 yards on the pitch and catch. Perry hung in there, took a big hit that time from Harshberger and delivered.
What, Keith? Just a sensational play by Noah Perry, because he saw Harshberger coming at him on the dead run.
Well, I said East Lyme was going to have to take a shot, and he did it on 3rd down, and Noah Perry, wow, he got his bell rung that time by Harshberger and delivered the goods that time. Extra point is up, and it's good. There you go, Mike. Here's your ball control. Play the clock on 3rd down. 14-7, East Lyme leads. 1:20 to go before the half.
Well, it's funny, Keith. We've been saying that we thought Galbo would be open down the field. He really wasn't open.
No.
That was just really good.
That was a
really
great
good
catch, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that wasn't the Galbo's longest catch of the year is 55 yards. That was 38. Still counts.
Right there,
though.
man,
Yes.
right there. What a big play for Rudy Bagos and this East Lyme team as they head into the locker room. Rudy Bagos has been doing this a long time, too, Mike. He talked about his fondest memory as a player when he played at Ledyard was he played in McNaught versus McNaught. He played in that game, so his father against son. And his fondest memory as a coach was on Thanksgiving Day. It was his first year coaching, beating Waterford. Isn't that something?
Now, Rudy, what, 5 or 6 years he's been the head coach?
Oh, even longer than that. 7 years,
7
maybe?
years?
Yeah.
Okay. Good guy.
Yeah, nice guy.
Really
Back deep for
Talked to
Waterford.
John Strecker. His favorite memory of Thanksgiving Day
Angler to kick
football,
off
playing on
for
Thanksgiving Day,
East
was
Lyme.
beating East Lyme his senior year on a blocked field goal. And then his memory as a coach was beating East Lyme too in one of his first years as coach. That ball's out of bounds. Second time we've seen it. So Mike,
Edmonds
Brian
goes out of
Bakken,
bounds.
with 1:20 left, has got 65 yards to go with, I believe, 2 timeouts.
Right, Keith, except that Waterford gets the ball
Yeah.
coming out. I don't know.
Listen, Casey has called this time and
Waterford
time
takes
again.
over at their
Sit
own
on the ball, sit on the
35-yard
ball.
line.
In the last play with 40 seconds left to go, they get a home run.
However, I think we both forgot the ball goes to the 35 now.
Yeah.
So that extra field position, I might go for it. Maybe at worst you get
I think
Menders to kick a field goal.
John Strecker's thinking of a double down right now. Score before the half and
The
get the ball.
Belichick play,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Bakken, pressure, and he is sacked. Sacked a trip. Number 55, Todd,
Slips at
with the
30.
pressure on the outside.
Zach Todd in the vicinity. Now Waterford.
Keith, if this
Loss of
becomes a
5.
game where Waterford's going to have to
Second and 15 for the Lancers.
throw a lot, they're going to need some help on the edge with Todd.
Right.
Because he had no issues there.
Now this is interesting, Mike. 1:12 left to go before the half. Second down and 15 on a negative yardage play. Waterford calls timeout.
Well, that tells you they're going to go for
Right.
it, except that, East Lyme's got 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
They can still stop the clock, and with this wind, you never know if a punt's going to get shanked or not.
Chess match here
So
in the last minute before the halftime.
I might just run it twice, make them burn their timeouts.
Vincent and Sanford at the bottom of the formation. Menners at the top of the set. Bakken going to look to Sokolsky on the
Bakken's pass
outside. Easy
complete
pitch and catch that
to
time.
Sokolsky.
There you go. There's a manageable third down.
I'll just
Out
stop.
of bounds at the
'Cause
31.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
yeah,
just stop.
this is why you're in the booth.
This is why I'm up here.
You're not a coach.
I mean, he has thrown
Third down at about
for
7
1,700
for
yards this year.
Lancers.
Yes, 29 touchdowns.
I'm going to start keeping track of game day staff predictions during our
Please
broadcast.
don't. Third down and 8. Let's call it a Bakken in the flat. He's got a high tower. He's got some room. Block on the edge. First down,
Bakken's
Waterford.
pass
Move the
complete to
sticks.
Hightower,
Nice
run
job
out of
for
bounds
blocking by
number
Michael
15,
Vincent.
Hunter
Hightower
Lewis.
caught it in space. Mike turned upfield.
At
Yeah,
the
just
East Lyme
run off the
45.
clock, Keith. Just
There you
run
go.
off it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gain of about 17.
And again,
It'll
these
be first and
coaches,
10 Waterford.
I mean, why not gamble? I mean, both coaches are playing with house money. Waterford is playing for a home game. There's nothing left to hold back from. So just go for it.
So, Keith, when you watch football a certain way, some of us who root for certain teams always expect the worst to happen.
Yeah, well, you root for the Giants.
Yes.
Sanford in motion. Bubble screen goes to Menders. Cuts back, sticks his head down. Sam
Bakken's pass
Menders.
complete to Menders
8 yards
across
that
the
time.
40.
Mike, and you
Brought
have
down
a
by the
feeling every
12,
time
Will
Menders
English.
catches the ball, he's ready to break one.
Absolutely. And on that play,
Timeout,
Matt
Waterford.
Sanford was in a perfect spot to make a block
Gain of
that
about
might
8.
have
It'll be
sprung
second
Menders,
and
and he
2.
slipped.
Yeah. They like that bubble screen to the top of the set. Menders on the year, 396 yards receiving. He is their leading receiver since Peyton Sutman went down.
And a 3-sport kid.
Yeah,
Track, basketball.
one of the best
football.
athletes in the state,
Yes.
never mind the league.
Yes. Wasn't he a sprinting champ last year?
Sprinting, a high jump, all kinds
Yeah.
of stuff, yeah.
And a good kicker. As a matter of fact, on the field before the game,
Yeah.
John Strecker was saying we were watching him make 40-yarders, and he said, geez, if he only worked at that.
Yeah, if they only worked at it.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these kids with athleticism and talents that we'd wish to have when we were 18 years old. That's for sure. Second down and 2, 51 seconds left to go. Waterford on the East Lyme side of the field. Hightower on the draw. And Hightower is met in the
Hightower on
backfield
the
and
carry.
stopped that time.
Brought down by number 69, senior Josh Burton.
69. Big stop on the play.
That's
Gain of 2.
big
That's a
old
Waterford
Josh
first
Morton,
down.
as John Madden would call him.
Well, not after a first down. First and 10, Waterford. Bakken. Pass is caught by Vincent. Wow!
Bakken's pass
35
complete to
yards
Michael
on the
Vincent
pitch and catch.
for a
Just
Waterford
like that.
touchdown.
Waterford 14-13 trails. Wow.
Take a knee and kill the clock, Keith, right? Of course, that was the right way to go. Again, Vincent. So, all right. So, Keith, imagine what this team would be if Sutman were healthy. I mean, we're watching these guys. This is good.
Unbelievable big playability with these wide receivers on the edge, one-on-one.
And they get the ball coming out.
Menders in for the extra point.
Michael Vincent's second touchdown of the day. Wow. Waterford's only got 10 guys in the field. Here comes Will Sutman.
Out of timeouts as well, Keith. So they better. I'm going to. There
it is. There's the flag. Wow. Can these kids make? These kids can make some plays, huh?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Mike Vincent. I mean, those were the Vincent catch down here and the Galbo catch down there.
5-yard penalty.
That's good stuff right there. 22-yard extra point.
That is the Bill Belichick double down, worked to perfection. Kick is up, and it hits the upright. Sam Menders pulls his kick a little left, sticks his hands on his helmet and says, doink.
25 seconds to go in the first half. It's East Lyme
14-13.
Waterford 13.
What a good football game here.
Oh, great half.
It's just one of those things too, where you've got a minute 12 or a minute 20. You're taking over from the 35-yard line, and play it safe. They didn't play one thing safe on that drive whatsoever.
So, Keith, I ask you this one. Let's say the kickoff didn't go out of bounds and they take over at the 20. Would Waterford have been that?
Same thing.
Adventurous?
I think same thing. Yeah, I think that's their mentality. I just think that it is foot to the gas pedal. We're going to do what we do and just try and stop us.
It's hot in here.
And listen, East Lyme has played a tremendous defensive ball game. Those big plays, though, they're there. They're there. Vincent is taking over that wide receiver position for Sutman. Boy, and he made him. What a huge play going into the locker room. All kinds of stuff coming up at halftime. We got some video features. We got the East Lyme Marching Band. I'm going to run down and get a cup of coffee.
You know, it's not always like this, Keith, when you get two rivals who are just about even.
Yeah.
You know?
Good football game. Shout out to Casey O'Neill, who's home watching. Good job yesterday with the London NFA game. Menders. Robbins from his 7-yard line. Robbins breaks a tackle, makes a spin, and he's tackled at the 46-yard line. So with 17 seconds left, Owen Robbins puts East Lyme first and 10 from their own 46.
Robbins and Menders are chirping at each other right now.
Oh, yeah.
The 47.
I'll tell you, Owen Robbins
let him have an earful.
All right, so speaking of Case, you know what I miss? You're watching Game Day Live on day.com. Nobody does that better than
I would do my very best to simulate it. But. So with 17 seconds left to go, why not take a shot?
And big news here, Keith.
We're
not going to say who, but we did start to talk about which games we're going to do this winter.
Yeah.
You know, basketball is always, I'd say that has sort of been our thing the most.
Bread and butter?
Year,
Yeah.
Yes. And we've had some of the best games. I mean, you know, I don't, of all the games we've done, I think the games between these two schools have been
tremendous.
The best. I
Yeah.
mean, 3 of them have come in absolutely sold out gyms.
These schools have created a nice athletic
they're
rivalry now
tremendous. Yes.
between the soccer, between the basketball and now the football. So
don't forget about lacrosse.
no, lacrosse. Yeah, lacrosse too. Yeah. Yep.
As a matter of fact, Chris Landry, I saw him when the volleyball team won the ECC this year.
Yeah.
I went up to him and I said, "Can't you guys let anybody else win once
Yeah.
in a while?" I mean, they're both of these schools.
Baseball final last year.
Yep.
They won the baseball championship last year. Yeah. ECC baseball final. Yeah. So Perry out of the gun from his own 47-yard line. They're going to look over the defense. No deep safeties back. All one-on-one press coverage. Corners are about 13 yards off the line of scrimmage. Perry, flushed, steps up, and he's swallowed up by Will Sutman.
Perry escapes.
Scotty Galbo on a little bit of a one-man route. Perry had no time to find him. And East Lyme will call timeout with
By
7
William
seconds left to go
Sutton.
before the half.
Gain of a yard. Timeout East Lyme.
Coverage sack that time, or just no time to get rid of the football and set up shop?
Aiden Hansen, good pressure, and then Sutton and Sokolsky got him. So now, now you just kind of, now you throw this up for grabs.
Yeah, I think so.
You don't know how the wind's got. Look at the wind.
Yeah.
How it's going to affect things.
Wind forecast today was for 20 miles an hour. This is more. These gusts are way more than 20.
You think this is more than 20 miles an hour?
Pete,
Yes.
I agree. I have never seen a bench blow.
We saw the bench overturned. We got the fencing kind of pulling apart across the field. I've seen a couple bags on the East Lyme sideline almost get out onto the field. So yeah, it's whipping out there.
It's a good thing you're down here.
And I was going to say, how much does Tim Cook hate us right now?
I think we all owe Tim Cook a hot coffee and a meal.
We
after
sure
this.
do.
Tim Cook, our camera operator, for
Dressed like an
the last few games, has been toughing it out in the wind.
Killingly
the
last
cold,
week?
yeah.
Miserable, raw. Hazard duty pay for Tim Cook for the month of December. That was second down. Be the last play before the half. East Lyme, Perry will operate out of the gun. Little bubble screen to Robbins.
He's open.
Oh, he's wide open. And he misses Scotty about Galbo. I'm not too sure if that wasn't a forward pass to Robbins, though.
Incomplete.
I think East Lyme is going for the lateral. That will take us to the end of the first half, but that looked like a forward pass to me, Mike. I don't think it was thrown behind the line of scrimmage.
Keith, I can't say that I saw it because I saw Galbo running free down there. That's why I didn't mean to cut you off in the middle of it, but he was wide open.
So that is halftime.
That's the end of the first half.
14-13
Your
East
score,
Lyme.
East
Stick around for some video
13,
features.
Waterford
East Lyme
13.
marching band. Stick around for a great second half. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
It's a balmy Friday afternoon on the campus of Montville High School, and it's time for some undefeated rivals as the Montville High School Indians play host to the Lancers of Waterford.
Everything today conspired to get you off your game. We're early, we're late, we're on time, we're not on time. Now they want to start this thing 10 minutes early. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is that you get out there and you focus at one play at a time, as good as you can do it, and you get back to the hall and get another one. You work too damn hard for too damn long to let anybody come here. That opportunity to run through your tunnel under your field is something special. And as you get a little bit older, guys, those special moments in life, they're not guaranteed. This moment right here is guaranteed. So I would advise each and every one of you right now, take full advantage of this opportunity. Do not let this slip away. Give us everything you've got from start to finish.
On first down, little bubble screen out to Sutton. He catches it, cuts it back inside, and it's pursued nicely. Now the ball is loose. It's on the turf. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be recovered by Montville. Yes, it is.
Get on the football. That's us, that's us, that's us. That's us, that's us, that's us.
Bichette will operate from the shotgun.
your East Lyme Viking Marching Band.
I'm plenty warm. Yeah. It's just, trying to hold the camera in place. We've got a loose cable, so we're getting some flicker on the broadcast today. Well, I guess and then we've also lost, last thing I heard, we lost internet, so we may be off the air completely. Right? I lost, I guess the tower, the smaller tower, which does the Wi-Fi, fell over. We never lost it, I moved it. So I put another sandbag on everything.
14-13, East Lyme leads Waterford at halftime. Keith O'Brien, the greatest sports writer in the state of Connecticut's history. Mike DeMauro bringing you all the action. Waterford on the field. East Lyme getting ready to come out in a few minutes. First half, which saw East Lyme take control on the ground, score a touchdown. Waterford made some adjustments, Mike, but the thing that really stands out for me is the big play ability for this Waterford offense.
Well, I think that's why this game is 14-13 and not 14-0.
Yeah.
Right now. I mean,
Welcome back to East Lyme.
Ryan Bach and to Michael Vincent, those were two like D1 level plays right there. That was pretty good. And so again, I do think that what wins out here, Keith? East Lyme, 5 yards at a time, patient, don't turn it over, or Waterford, you know, 1 if by land, but six if by air.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll tell you the other thing, too, Mike. You'd mentioned this in the first half. It's been a very, very clean football game. So you got to think to yourself, there's a team that makes the first turnover. There's a team that makes a first mistake. Does that come back and play a part or play a role in this game?
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Huge. I mean, if you know, East Lyme had the ball. I'm not going to count the last possession, but I believe they had the ball 3 times, scored twice, and
missed on a 4th and goal.
Turned it over on downs
Stick around
deep.
after the game for
And
the Palmer A.
that was,
Sevilla Memorial MVP
Waterford's,
Award, which is given to the
aside
outstanding
from
players from both teams.
Touchdown throws. The biggest play Waterford's made in this game was that
stop in the corner of the end zone. Yeah, on some questionable play calling. The Perry quarterback keeper on 3rd down, and then the throw to the corner of the end zone on 4th down. I'll tell you nothing we haven't seen yet in this game, Mike. That is a punt.
A punt.
We have not seen a punt in this game yet.
And that's good because I'm not sure where the punt would go.
Well, that's one of those plays that can be dangerous and make a mistake or something like that. So these two teams are both, evenly matched. Different styles, different tempos, different ways of going about moving the football, but they're both good at what they do. So we talked about East Lyme in the beginning, line of scrimmage, run the football. Was impressed with some of the adjustments that Waterford had made to kind of stop that run, the inside, part, Mike. But Waterford has that big playability. So I am very curious to see what these staffs have done in the locker room to come out in the second half.
Yeah. And I tell you, it amazes me, and I'm probably right about this week. I would say right now, the 4 major sports: football, basketball, baseball, lacrosse.
Yeah.
Of just how dead even these two schools are in all those sports.
15 minutes down the road from each other.
It's amazing to me. And listen, Waterford is their basketball team is 51-3 the last 2 years. 2 of those losses are to these guys.
Yeah, East Lyme, that's right.
It's uncanny.
Yeah. 51-3.
51-3.
Michael Vincent
Who they lost
back
to?
for the Lancers.
New London. Yeah. That was a 2-game losing streak 3 years ago. That's right. Gut check time. I saw Mikey last night.
Yeah, he's good. Mikey's a starter.
Yeah.
That's new.
England will kick off to start the second half for the Vikings. I'm sure he'll keep the ball away from Vincent. And he does. A little pooch kick that time. That's no man's land right there. That's a free ball. Harshberger picks it up. Harshberger will be tackled by 80% of the East Lyme special teams unit. Waterford will take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
So some local scores, out-of-town scores, halftime for most of these games. Ledyard over Fitch, 12-7.
Shocker.
Upset brewing there, maybe. Westerly, 6-0 over Stonington.
Barn burner.
That's it?
Yeah. Griswold, 7-6 over Plainfield. Stonington and Cheshire tied 7-7. Darien still down 14-0 against New Canaan.
Wow.
Greenwich 10-0 over Staples. Torrington 14-0 over Watertown, and Weston 7-6 over Barlow.
Bakken on the keeper. Dances ahead for about 5 yards. Mike, I'm kind of shocked that Darien is losing to New Canaan, but we saw New Canaan in week 1. They stumbled a little bit, but that's still a good football team. That is a team that nobody wants to play in the state tournament.
So now I'm
second and 4.
I'm going to have to ask our guy Ned Griffin about this, but if Darien loses, do they lose the top seed in
Double L,
and maybe NFA goes somewhere else?
Could be. 2nd down and 4. Bakken again on the keeper, and he is smothered that time at the line of scrimmage.
So Mike, Newtown's 10-0 in Double L. So Newtown and Cheshire both could overtake Darien in Double L.
If I recall, Pete, Newtown came up to NFA last year and
put a whipping on
laid
him.
A beating on
Yeah,
them.
they put a whipping on him last year. Big third down here for the Lancer offense. 3rd down and 4 from their own 40. Menders in motion. He gets the call. Sam Menders to the edge. Menders turns it upfield. Menders will pick up 9 yards on 3rd and 5. And a late hit that time by East Lyme. Tack on 15. That's not helping their own cause, East Lyme.
So we got a note from Mike Straneski, our friend who is an assistant basketball coach at Waterford. Sam was the triple jump Class M state champ last year.
Waterford will get
I would love these three-sport athletes, and it really shines in all areas, Mike. When you get a kid that doesn't specialize in one sport, and you know, Sam's going to be a pretty decent basketball player this year too. He'll get some varsity burn. He's going to get some time. He is going to get some time. Big run there and a late hit. And just like that, Waterford sets up shop at the East Lyme 35-yard line. Bakken, little inside handoff to Sokolsky. He's got some room. Bounces to the outside. Sokolsky down the sidelines. Big run that time. Inside track play. Luke Sokolsky.
And Keith, they all followed Harshberger. Beautifully called and run.
What a nice job that time by Sokolsky up the middle. 1st and goal.
Down at the 13.
From the 13-yard line, Waterford Mike looking for that double down, right? Score to end the first half basically, and then score to open the second half. And why do you hate Bill Belichick so much? I don't understand it.
I'm coming around.
All right, here we go. Vincent in motion. Gets the call to the outside, to the 10. Vincent dragged down at about the 5-yard line. Not after about 7 yards on the game.
Senior Owen Robbins.
Owen Robbins again. I'll tell you, Keith, that's one of my. I love watching that kid. He is just tough.
Down at the 6, gain of 7.
Vincent was looking for his 3rd touchdown of the day.
2nd down and 3.
Yeah, Robbins, one of those two-way players, Mike. There's a little bit of everything. Special 3-way. We count special teams.
Yes.
It is 2nd down and 5 from just outside the 6-yard line. Loaded box that time. Sokolsky takes the handoff to the edge, and he will dance into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sokolsky around the right side for a
Sokolsky on the outside. A loaded box that time for East Lyme, and another great play call for Coach Strecker and the Lancers.
One of their best players today, Keith. Not even on our roster. How about that?
I will blame.
He actually is.
I will blame Peter.
No.
I will blame our producer
Peter for nothing.
Of course. No,
he's actually down here.
Oh, he is. Okay, but I will certainly not afraid to blame Peter. He's perfect every time. So
Keith,
this time he's not.
I don't know that East Lyme was necessarily prepared for him because he hasn't really been a focal part of their offense.
Well, he wasn't on the roster. That's why.
There you go. Sam Menders in to kick the extra point. Hit the post last time, did Sam. Kick is up, and it is true. Boy, he can kick.
Sam was annoyed when he kicked that one.
Mike, isn't it something when you got all these weapons, and you got Brennan, you got Harshberger, you got Hightower, and you got Vincent? It's that next guy up. Who's that next guy that's going to surprise you a little bit? Like you said, there was the fake to Harshberger, and the entire defense swarmed on him, and Sokolsky walked into the end zone.
And Keith, I do think we need to mention, Waterford is run the ball far better than we thought they would. And their offensive line, now they're doing a little.
They're moving some people.
A little pushing around.
I think the misdirection helps. I think the misdirection helps a little bit. Helps that offensive line, and it's got East Lyme back on their heels a little bit.
So think about this. East Lyme gets the big play to Galbo. It's 14-7 with a minute and change left in the first half, and how this has changed.
Yes. They've been outscored 13-0 since.
Now this is the first time they've trailed
Robbins and Hart
the whole game. Can they stay patient in their run game? Now those eyes get a little big now.
Menders will kick off. High end-over-end kick taken by Hart at about his 7-yard line. Hart breaks a couple tackles. Hart to the outside. Hart tackled by the kicker Menders. And you're going to get a flag on the play. But that time Hart giving his team a little jolt. We'll see what the flag's going to be. I think it's going to be against East Lyme, Mike.
The indication is a
return.
blow to a defenseless player, personal foul. I don't know who it's on. Though.
Harshberger was the one for Waterford that was hit. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
It is and that happened probably 15 yards behind the play. That's a bad penalty for East Lyme.
Yeah, and you know, Keith, generally speaking, the officials, especially on this board, are really good about calling stuff that's only
blatant.
That's only involved in the play. If it happens on the other side of the field, then they're gonna call it. That's something they have to call.
Yeah, that's cheap though, because again, you know, Hart was at the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
So instead of 1st and 10 from the 50, it's 1st and 10 from the 25. Perry under center. Hart gets the call, sticks his head down, and he will move the pile for about 3 yards here. Talk about the patience of this offense here in the second half. We're going to see it now. Make it 5 yards.
See, that's okay, Keith. That's a 5-yard gain. You keep doing that. Eventually, you're going to move.
Second down and 6 for
Can they just stay patient?
Yeah. Well, it's funny. You talk about some of these teams that are well coached, and Killingly is probably one of the most patient teams I've seen sticking to a game plan in about 5 years on this level. Second down and a short 7 along 6, let's call it. Hart again to the inside. Short gain.
Sorry, Keith.
Matt Hart on the carry, brought down by number 54, Matthew Olbrus.
Olbrus has played a good game, huh? He is up front. Sutman's played a good game. Harshberger making some stops out there.
About a yard.
It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Big third down for this Vikings offense.
Do we have a cough button or not?
No, it's just pretty much take your headset off.
Okay.
I've been sucking down cough drops the whole game. I've been sick as a dog. But I am here. Here for you guys. Big 3rd down. Hart in motion. Perry will throw. Pass is behind Scott Galbo. Hightower in defense. And that's going to bring up 4th down, and East Lyme's going to have to punt. One-man pass pattern that time with Galbo in the route.
And think about this, too, Keith. The
Henry on the coverage
touchdown pass to Galbo was in to double coverage as well. I don't know that that's going to work because East Lyme, Waterford will have him doubled.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they need to run
somebody
else.
Let's look to Owen Robbins and make a play. I mean, TJ Horner's another guy. If you want to run a double tight end set, he'll get all the attention on Galbo and then throw the ball to Horner. So East Lyme will punt. They're going to have to give the ball back to Waterford. Good snap. Good kick. High over end over end kick. Vincent chased back inside of his 15-yard line. Mike, inside the 10. Down at the 4-yard line. A flag down. And we're going to see what this is all about.
9-yard line, penalty flag on the play.
It's Hunter Liza on the kick. I think it's going to go against East Lyme. Cam Hart is shaking his head right there. That's going to go against East Lyme. And if it's against Waterford. There you go. I was wrong again.
So I was just about to say,
Waterford.
Very big possession for Waterford. You score here, you create a little separation, and then Liza with as big a play as East Lyme's made all day. Now field position is a huge thing.
We have the distance to the goal, so that's going to be taken over 1st and 10 inside their own 5-yard line, Mike.
It is
at the 6.
You would think East Lyme's going to get the ball back here in plus field position.
That ball is being placed at the 2-yard line. So it is 1st and 10 from the 2.5, 3-yard line.
1st and 10, Waterford from their own 2.
Sanford and Harshberger and Vincent in the backfield. Harshberger. Inside handoff, no gain.
Harshberger on the carry.
Do you think Harshberger
brought
knows
down by Idris Gasser, number 11.
Yeah, he looks just like him, doesn't he?
He plays like him.
Yeah, fullback mentality. 2nd down and 9.
Gain of 1.
Big possession for this East Lyme defense. You know, Mike, the fullback position right now is a lost trade in the NFL and in college.
It's
not the
sexy
same.
enough.
No. Hightower has a room. Christian Hightower close to the first down. Be about 2 yards short. Big hole off that left side.
That's a big.
Got Galbo on the tackle for the Vikings.
I think they're going to be about a yard short. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 from the 12.
I'm looking for Sokolsky.
Gain of 8, it'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Sokolsky's in the game, so your big boys in the backfield now. Harshberger and Sokolsky.
Did they go? I'm sorry, Keith.
Harshberger lines up as a tight end. Double wing set. It's Harshberger, and Mike, he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got there. Big push up front by Josh Todd and Cam Hart coming from his linebacker position. He is short.
He's short, yes. I'm looking at.
Wow, they gave him the first down.
Zach Todd, Cam Hart on the stop.
Here we go again, Pete.
You know what, Keith? I'm not going to speak for the rest of the game. How's that?
I thought he was stuffed. I thought they were quick count. I thought he was stuffed. Judging by the far official.
Yes, where they came in, he came in on the, is that a soccer line or a
I don't know. There's so many lines out there. Pete, what is that?
I thought that was short. But
a soccer line?
Yellow is soccer.
Okay, yellow is soccer, Mike. There you go. High snap, fumbled by Bakken. He's going to fall on it.
Fumbles the snap, falls on it.
Smart play that time by Bakken. Will be negative yardage, 2nd down and 15. And we talked about turnovers and the disasters that can hurt you. Like you said, 2nd time by Bakken, high snap, just fall on it, covered up, live to play another down.
Yeah. That's how he got to be the smartest
That's a player to be 2nd and 14.
John Strecker ever coached.
Bold statement right there. Coach Strecker, outside of the 4 years he spent in the Army, ever since he can remember, he has spent Thanksgiving Day on a football field. He's a young kid, a young man, and now an older man.
Middle-aged.
Yeah, middle-aged. That's going to go to Sokolsky, and he is wrapped up on the edge that time. A nice job on the tackle, Mike, by number 12, Will England. That's a good job staying home that time by England. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 15.
Interesting play here. Waterford's MO is to go for it.
Yep.
Here.
No
so
game.
they're going to sling it.
They are going to sling it. Hightower checks out. Again, the pass pattern, like I said, deep pass pattern, a one-man post route to Vincent on the outside. Single coverage out there. He's got Galbo on him. Check that. He's got number 10, Blaine Hart, on him. Surveys the field, pressure, steps up, throws over the head, and a flag on that play. Wow. That ball was floated. It looked like it uncatchable at times. Hart touched him a little bit, Mike. I'm not too sure about that flag.
Well, their high school federation rules do not recognize uncatchable. He could have thrown that into the stands. If there was interference, they're gonna call it. I just didn't see contact there. So it was 3rd.
Pass interference. It is pass interference.
Pass interference
on Blaine Hart.
East Lyme.
That's a big call in a tough spot. 3rd and 15 and a wobbly duck throw.
So it is a first down because it was 3rd and 14. Not in love with that call.
Neither is Rudy Bagos.
First down,
Let's see if he's
Waterford.
mic'd up what his reaction would be right now. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Keith O'Brien, Mike Demaro, Peter Wappy, our producer, Tim Cook on the roof, shooting the video. Great job, Tim. Harshberger in the backfield. Inside handoff to Sokolsky. He's got some room, gets into the second level, sticks his head down. And that misdirection right now with Harshberger and Sokolsky is giving East Lyme fits.
Will England on the
It
tackle.
is, and I'm telling you, Keith.
At the 36. Gain of about 9.
Harshberger, straight handoff, dances in a hole, and he is stuffed.
What I was going to say, Keith, is now
Harshberger on the carry.
They run that same set. Bakken keeps it. Somebody's going to be
Gonna be
open.
wide open, yeah. Either Menders or Vincent on the outside.
And it's almost like they're setting
third
him
down
up.
and short.
So it's third down and less than a yard from the 33. Bakken, quarterback keeper. He gets pushed by his running back Harshberger. Gets over the top of his center and picks up the first down. Good job by Waterford moving the pile. Well, that pass interference penalty right now is going to loom large in this game as we're going to get close to 3 minutes on this next snap. Number 55 for East Lyme shaking up. That's our guy, Zach Todd. Slow to get up. Todd comes off the field.
So Caleb Smith at the right end now. I wonder if they try to expose that.
First and 10, Sokolsky in motion. Passes out to Vincent, little bit bubble screen that time, defended very well by East Lyme.
Pass complete to Vincent.
And just like that, number 50 in the
Caleb
game,
Smith
Caleb
makes
Smith
the
on the
tackle,
stop.
Number 50, Caleb
shutting
Smith.
me up once again.
Yeah, a little inside bubble screen that time, trying to get the ball in Vincent's hands with a little bit of
Gain of
space, but a
one,
nice job by
second and
East
9.
Lyme defending second down and 8.
You know, Keith, that's not easy. Just coming onto the field and having to defend a screen pass.
Welcome to the game, son.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the game. Warm up quick, Mike. When your number's called, you got to be ready. High snap that time. Sanford on the inside keep. Sticks his head down. Good
Matt
job up
Sanford
front
on the
by the
carry.
Waterford offensive line. Gain of 4. Will bring up second down and 3. Third down and 3. Check that.
Brought down at the 41 by
You know,
Josh Morton.
even if this drive doesn't result in
Gain of
points,
5.
they've helped
Third
flip
about
field
4.
position
Yeah.
a lot.
They moved the
A
ball
little
from
bit.
the 2-yard line.
Yes, this has been a good drive, points or not.
Here comes the pressure up front. Bakken on the keeper. Slips into the second level. And a straight quarterback
Bakken
draw
on the
that
keep
time. They needed
across the
4,
45
and they
to
got
about the
5.
47.
I'm going to renew my
Caleb
objection.
Smith, number 50 on the tackle.
Yeah.
Must they do that?
You don't like that.
He's too important.
You don't want to see him get hurt.
No,
Gain of 6
This
for
is a-
Waterford first down.
it worked.
This is not a good. This is a great drive by this Waterford
terrific.
offense.
Yeah, this
Coming
is
off the
huge.
shadows of their own goal line from the 2-yard line.
Hey, Keith, even if you shank a punt right now,
Yeah.
they still got to go 60 yards probably.
Talk about patience. You know, Waterford offense showing a lot of patience on this drive. Bakken on the keeper, and he is swallowed up. That time the read option didn't
Bakken
work.
keeps it.
That's your guy there, number Caleb Smith, woofing it up a little bit too. That's a big hit.
Eh,
He's done well. Trying to keep an eye on the
Loss of 3.
sidelines.
It'll be
Todd's
second
back in
and
the
13
game.
Todd's
for
back in.
Waterford.
Yeah, I mean we're at as we head toward a minute.
Yeah, just about a minute. You are looking live at East Lyme High School, Waterford East Lyme. Keith O'Brien, Mike DeMauro, Peter Wappy, Tim Cook.
I love that.
Giving up a little bit of the Thanksgiving meal for this ball game. Bakken. Pass is caught by Hightower in the flat and snuffed out.
Bakken
Screen
pass
pass
complete to
going nowhere that
Hightower.
time. Looking back to the game, Zach Todd.
Cam Hart and Zach Todd on
East
the
Lyme
tackle.
defensive line, very aware,
At
very
the
smart,
42,
always in the right
loss of
place.
2.
Morton,
Third and about 15.
Smith, Todd, nice work.
Mike, they have a little bit of problem with that inside misdirection, but those little short screens, they're all over.
They're all over.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's probably something that they saw on film and practiced for. I'm
Sure.
not sure that the misdirection is something that Waterford showed.
Waterford will eat it, take it to the end of the third quarter. They lead 20-14. Stick
That's the
around
end
for a
of the
great
third
fourth quarter.
Your
Thanksgiving
score,
football.
Waterford
You were
20,
watching Game
East
Day
Lyme
live
14.
on theday.com.
The Day strives to cover stories our readers care about. With a feature called Curious CT, we make it easier for you to tell us what you want to know about the people, places, and issues in southeastern Connecticut. You submit a question, readers vote, and we investigate and report. Go to theday.com/CuriousCT for more details. You ask, you vote, we investigate.
It's brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. At Waterford Dental Health, our entire team is dedicated to providing you with personalized, convenient, and affordable dental care you and your family deserve. Visit us at 177 Boston Post Road or at waterforddentalhealth.com. We are set 12 minutes for Waterford hosting a playoff game at home or East Lyme finishing with a winning record. Good football game, Mike.
Oh, this has been intriguing, Keith. I mean, we've been at games all year. This is probably the best one we've seen.
This is outside of killing the NFA. This is one of the best high school football. This is one of the most competitive games I've seen this year.
Right.
This is a good football game. 3rd and long, 3rd and 15, let's call it. Bakken, pressure on the outside, steps up, makes a throw, and it's short. Sam Mender's intended, but you're going to get a roughing the passer on number 50, Caleb Smith, I think.
Yeah.
Not a hold, I'm sorry.
Flag on the play, preliminary indication, holding
Well,
against
decline that
Waterford.
penalty. I thought that it was a good call roughing the passer, but it's good call, Mike, on the hold. Why do we do that as announcers? Why do we try and guess what the penalty is? Why don't we just wait for the officials to tell us?
Holding against
We're not
Waterford. East Lyme
I would
declines
ask
the
you that same
penalty. It'll be
question.
4th and 15.
But why? Why do we do that? Why do I feel the need to do that?
I'd love to know the answer.
Well, let's listen.
Killingly has officially extended the invitation to the sports doctor if they are hosting a playoff quarterfinal. Waterford, I'm sure, something to say about that.
This will be a quick kick.
Yep, is that Bakken in there, yeah? High snap!
Or not.
End over end. Bakken corrals it, and it hits a Waterford player. And it's taken by Hightower. Mike, there's one of your mistakes. Can East Lyme capitalize on it?
35 by Christian Hightower.
Yeah, Keith, and I don't,
Hunter Lewis
I'm not
on the
sure what's
coverage
wrong
for
with
the Vikings.
punt
East Lyme
formation.
will take over on the Waterford 35.
The soccer-style quick kick has been the MO for the Lancers all year long. Peter, I will tell you about my need to call the penalties when we settle up on our Waterford thing. How's that? I couldn't go all game without bringing that up. Does that work?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, there you go. Here we go. East Lyme in business. 1st and 10 from the Waterford 33. Hart in motion. Perry with a swing pass in the flat to Hart. Bounce to the outside, tackled by Hightower. Good gain on 1st down by Blaine Hart. 6 yards, 2nd down and 4. Mike, East Lyme's got to be thinking 6 points right here.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Oh, absolutely, Keith. I mean, that's what they needed.
When we talked about the mistakes, an interception, a turnover, a fumble, something that could lead to something on the other end, and we might have saw it right there with that Waterford punt. 2nd down and 6. Galbo will take the toss, and he is wrestled to the ground by a Harshberger.
Down at the
Jackson Harshberger firing from his linebacker position. That's a huge tackle on 2nd down.
loss of 4.
So we had talked about how that Waterford drive was going to flip the field, except that
3rd down
it
and
didn't.
10 for the Vikings.
Right.
So this is 4 down.
This is 4 down territory, yes. Yeah, I'm going to try and get 10 yards out of my number 19 if I am Rudy Bagos right now.
I'd be interested to see how many people are out in a pattern here.
He's going 4 wide. Perry looks right, tucks it, steps up, throws deep, got a man wide open, and the pass is caught. Owen Robbins, East Lyme, touchdown.
Senior Perry to senior Robbins, 34 yards out for the East
And now the
Lyme
all-important extra point.
Credit Perry that time for stepping up when things broke down and keeping his eyes downfield and found Robbins. Tie ball game, 10-19 to go. Here comes the extra point. Will Anglin. Kick is up and it's true. 21-20 East Lyme. We got a ball game here in the 4th quarter, folks.
This is great. I wonder if Robbins got deep as that play developed. I wonder if when Perry started to run with the ball, somebody
left off. Somebody bailed. Yeah, somebody bailed. Well, again, turnovers, Mike, and that botched punt is just as good as a turnover. It's just as good of an interception or a fumble or something like that.
The difference in the game is
50 yards field position, right?
Is the kicking game right
Yeah.
now. A missed extra point and a failure to punt the ball.
Sure. What a good football game, and East Lyme is fired up right now. 21-20, they lead Waterford. What a fun game. Big plays, couple of miscues. Thanksgiving football is all about. You going up to your parents a little later on today, Mike?
I am.
You going up to Middletown, yeah?
Yes.
Making the rounds today. I'll be quick shout out to my mom. She's in the Norwich Rehab Center. We're going to have dinner with her, and I'll shoot over to my stepmom's. Her first year without my dad, so it'd be a little bit interesting this year. So my dad took me to my first high school football game when I was 11, and Pops, I still haven't gone. Still haven't stopped going. 39 years. Pooch kick to Hightower. Ball's out. And Hightower corrals it. That could have been disastrous right there for Mike for the Lancers.
And it almost was. And on the flip side, that could have been a huge play.
Yeah,
too.
huge play.
1st and 10, Lancers from their own 40-yard line.
So Waterford will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 40. Keith O'Brien, Mike DeMauro. And a good football game. 10-15. Fourth quarter action.
So this was the side of the field that we saw Menders making the 40-yarder.
Yeah, keep an eye on that. He had the leg to make it from 40. Bakken will operate from the gun. Hightower in the backfield. Vincent in motion. Vincent gets the call. Strung out and tackled by a host of Vikings. Good job that time by Robbins setting the edge.
Interesting on that play, Keith.
13, Coleman Groff.
At the snap, Scott Galbo was playing free safety, a good 20 yards off the ball. So I think they're very leery.
They don't want the deep shot.
Right now. Yes.
They don't want that deep shot.
He is 15 yards deep right
Sure. They'll reach sideline to sideline, too. Bakken on the keeper. That time East Lyme brought the house. Zach Todd blew that play up before it had a chance to get started. It's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 8 for this Waterford offense. That's that read option a little bit with Bakken, maybe a little too cute that time, Mike.
This is the play Waterford's made all day.
Yeah, big play on 3rd and 8.
3rd down about 7.
Let's call it a short 7, a long 8. So you have Vincent and Sanford at the bottom of this set. Sokolsky and Menders at the top of the formation. Snap comes. Pass is incomplete. Sokolsky, the intended receiver, going to bring up a big 4th down here for this East Lyme defense.
Even had Sokolsky caught that,
he was short.
2 yards short.
4th down.
So it looks like they're going to punt.
Well, you never know because they set up with that. I mean, watch out for the fake here. We've seen this a few times.
Now the snap becomes a big play.
Yeah. Bakken from the gun. Here comes the pooch kick. It's underway. It's high. And that ball goes over Galbo's head, and that's trouble. Let it go in the end zone. There you go. Smart play that time by Galbo, Mike. You know, with the ball went over his head, and if he catches the ball there on the 10-yard line, he's in across his team field position.
Yeah, true. I'm sorry. I was watching Bakken watch the roll.
Right.
And when it went into the end zone, his shoulders just slumped. It was
so
fun.
we always talked about that, too. Put your heels down at the 10-yard line. And that time, if Galbo wasn't going to catch that, well, just let it bound in the end zone. Because Waterford had nobody down there down the football.
So now, you know, Rudy Bagos might be saying, let's try not to give him the ball back.
Yeah.
80 yards in 8 minutes.
Out of that double wing set. Hart in motion. Inside handoff that time. And there's Galbo on the carry, and he's swallowed up. Nothing doing up front for the Vikings that time.
Rosario again. Jeremiah Harshberger. That's a big play, Keith. Now you put them kind of as they like to say off schedule.
If the big ends up front, they got shovels. They're digging in the trenches now for Waterford. Kind of like Keith Jackson when I say that. Digging in the trenches. 2nd down, 11. Approaching 8 minutes left to go in the ball game. Good football game here at East Lyme High School. Perry on the keeper. And he is tackled by Rosario. Hanging on for dear life that time. Short gain's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
78. Gain of a yard. 3rd down
Noah
and 10
Perry.
for the Vikings.
Big play right here.
Big play on 3rd down. Mike, you've talked about the attention that Scott Galvo has received in the passing pattern on 3rd down. This might be the time we see a T.J. Horner or Owen Robbins in the pattern.
Robbins is the one.
Yeah, Robbins is the guy.
The touchdown, right?
4 wide. Hart in the backfield. Perry from the gun. Looks right, comes back left, and he is going nowhere. Sacked on the play that time. Big number 56 on the stop. Aiden Hansen.
Hansen has been very close to making a big play all day, and he just made one. That's a huge play. And now, now you're looking at some
That's a loss of 6.
serious
Field
serious
position.
field position.
Yeah.
Fourth down
Matias
at about
back
16
to
to go
punt.
now for the Vikings.
Vincent back deep to receive the kick. Mike Hansen came in
back to
untouched
punt.
off that left side.
He did.
Vincent deep for the Waterford Lancers.
Good snap. Good kick. High kick. A little short, dies into the wind. Takes the East Lyme bounce. That's a pretty good kick into the wind that time.
Very good kick.
So Waterford will take over 1st and 10 from the East Lyme 46.
Yeah, Keith, I think we made a mistake last time. I think Matias is their punter.
Yeah.
We had said that Lisa.
Yeah, that's right.
It is Matias. That was a very good kick.
Good kick.
Because it's pretty clear the way the wind's blowing right now.
Peter Wappy says over 20 miles an hour. You could judge by the mesh on the fence over there how it's standing straight up in the air.
Well, you're potentially 46 yards away from a home game.
There you go. Lot on the line. Both teams winning record, home playoff games, and a whole lot of pride, Mike, tomorrow. Hand off the inside, goes to Harshberger.
Harshberger on the carry.
Harshberger with a good gain, 7 yards on
Caleb
1st
Smith
down.
on the tackle.
Mike, with 6.5 to go,
Go to
Waterford
6,
can take a
2nd
little
and
air out of the
4 for
football
Waterford
too
from the
here.
East Lyme
And with a good
40.
kicker like Menders, you can put yourself in a position to just get 3.
Yep.
You're thinking 6,
Yeah.
always thinking 6, but to have that luxury of a good kicker really helps. Bakken from the gun. That play swallowed up that time. Way too slow developing. Way too slow is Harshberger. Tackled for a loss.
Josh Morton and Cam Hart.
Harshberger's shaking up. He got his bell rung a little bit.
Josh
Maybe the wind knocked out of him.
Cam Hart on the tackle.
But that's a good job up front. That play was too slow developing, and East Lyme made it up. Mike, you talk about these schools. Okay, the trainer comes out.
He beat the trainer
He
off
beat the trainer, so he's all right. This guy. That's an Emmett Smith thing, too. I used to watch the Cowboy games when I was a kid. Emmett Smith was down up there every play. Come on. Big 3rd down here. 3rd down and 8. From the 44-yard line. Menders and Sokolsky at the top of the set. Sanford and Vincent at the bottom. Underneath, what a great catch that time by Hightower. That ball's out. Fuck the field. Wow, what a turnaround of events. Fumble was scooped up that time by Lisa. And I'm not too sure that ball was incomplete or that ball was down. Hightower made a one-handed catch, ball came out, and Lisa picked it up.
Well, Keith, from where we are, the players are in front of us, so there's
Can't
no
see
way,
anything.
There's no way we could see that.
Peter's going to show me right here in the monitor. That ball, that's caught. That's a catch and a fumble. Wow. It's hard to see if the ground caused that fumble or not, but with a great catch and a good effort. But what a turnover.
Naked eye, it looked like the ground did
Caused the fumble, yeah.
I can't. How could we see that?
Well, here we go. Hart on the outside pitch, Sokolsky on the stop. Mike, so 2 big turnovers here. 2 big plays have hurt Waterford. The botch punt and now the fumble by Hightower.
Yeah,
by number
and
24.
the irony is that
Henry.
Hightower made a really nice catch. He'd have been better off
Gain of 2, it'll be second
dropping
and
it.
8.
That was Odell Beckham style.
Except we like Hightower, though.
Second down and 7. There's your cough button, Mike. Second down and 7. Perry under center. Hart on the carry. Cuts it back inside. Hart still working. Churning, burning.
Blaine Hart off the right
Blaine
side.
Hart close to a first down. Good tough running football that time by Blaine Hart.
Looks like Alex Teneski on the side of the field said
Down
third
at
down.
about the 6.
It is 3rd and 1.
Gage
And this,
Henry
my
on the
friends,
tackle
is
again
4 down
for
territory.
Waterford to be 3rd and short for the Vikings, just outside the 5.
I don't know. Would you kick a field goal?
No, I'd go for it. I'd try and bury Waterford if I was East Lyme right now. Here we go, full house backfield. Look at number 55 in there. Big Zach Todd lined up as fullback. Perry under center. Hart gets the call. Hart churning, burning. Into the end zone for 6 points. Touchdown, Vikings. Full house backfield, Zach Todd lined up as a fullback in the front line. Did some work, Mike. The turnover was huge. It cost Waterford 6 points.
Run for the East Lyme TD.
You know, I just enjoyed right there. What a
Great atmosphere.
crowd reaction
Yes.
that was.
Extra point. Snap. High. Kick.
We missed it.
Hey.
He
But it
got it.
snuck in.
Got it.
That's a little bit of a pooch kick. That's a little sand wedge.
They all
About
count.
30 yards away.
They all count.
I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty any day of the week. Wow.
So now, if you're John Strecker, not only are you thinking about how are we going to get the ball down the field, but
Two-point
what's our
conversion.
best two-point play?
Mike, I talked about this at halftime. You have 2 teams that evenly matched playing it out. Who's going to make the mistakes?
Who's made the mistake?
Where's the mistakes?
Waterford made them all.
Yep. 2 big ones on the punt and then on the fumble there.
5-5-1.
Wow.
393-6-5-5-1 for 825
3:56 left to go here in the 4th quarter. It's Keith O'Brien, Mike Tomorrow, Peter Wappy, Tim Cook up on the roof with his coat and gloves and scarf and hat and probably a runny nose at this point too, I would imagine.
Vincent back deep for the Lancers. England to kick off for East Lyme.
England will kick. And it kicks it out of bounds. That ball didn't even go 30 yards. So Ryan Bakken will take over at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10, Waterford from their own 35.
That is something we've seen today. We've seen, about a half dozen kicks out of bounds on the kickoffs?
You know what, Keith? I do believe Waterford has the option of making them
kick again.
And I would do that, given the fact that the kickoffs have been
horrible.
Awful.
Yeah. Let's see.
Today, or they may get the ball where it went out of bounds.
So it's going to be at the 41-yard line. So the ball did not go past the 35, so
they
get it on the 40-yard line. 40-yard. There you go.
So Waterford gets it at the 40.
So a short field, Ryan Bakken. 30 touchdown passes on the year. 28 coming in, 2 today. Both of his main man, Michael Vincent. Sokolsky and Vincent, the bottom of formation. Hightower on the sweep, cuts it up. Hightower sticks his head down. Flag on the play. Could be a hold, but I'm not going to speculate, Peter.
Flag is down.
No, it's not going to be
blow to the head. It's going to be a blow to the head. All right.
For about a 2-yard gain.
Personal foul, blow to the head against East Lyme. That's their second blow to the head penalty in this game.
We could have said in the area of holding.
15-yard penalty.
I said could be a hold. I did not say it was a hold.
Just so you know, if I was going to speculate, I would have told you it was a blow to the head.
Blow to the head. Okay.
Okay. All right. Again, we can have this discussion when we square up on our Waterford thing. But Casey along for the ride, too.
I miss Case.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, he's. First and 10 from the East Lyme 43. Inside handoff to Harshberger.
Harshberger on the carry.
Gets up to the 40-yard line. Mike, when does the clock start being a factor?
All their time, everybody's got their timeout.
Yeah.
So not right now, but you get under 2 minutes, then you start, then you start looking. I think.
This is go territory. This is 4-down territory for the Lancers. High snap. Hightower stripped the middle. Big hole gets into the second level.
Hightower on the carry.
Hightower, nice job that time. We'll pick up the first down.
Past the 35 to the 33. Nate
So
Hyman,
Weston has won their game,
on the tackle.
which is bad news for Waterford's seeding if Waterford loses.
Okay.
Gain of 7 for a first down, Waterford.
First and 10, Lancers from the 33. Clock is winding. We're approaching 3 minutes. Keith O'Brien, Mike Demaro, in a very, very entertaining football game. Harshberger up the middle. Hart on the stop. Todd on the stop.
Across the
so
30.
Keith, just in case anybody's wondering, if we do get to overtime, it's 4 plays from the 10.
Got it.
College is the 25. High school's from the 10.
Good gain on first down by Harshberger. Second down and 5 for Waterford. 2.5 to go. Lancers looking to possibly tie this game up. Harshberger again. Stop for a gain of 1 or 2. He's going to bring up third down and 3. Mike, isn't it something on a short field like this where Waterford is going away from the passing game?
I was just going to say that, Keith. I'm very surprised that at some point you got to let your best player, Bakken, try to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Menders, who's a tremendous talented receiver on the outside. You've got Vincent. You've got some options in the passing game. Sokolsky lines up in the slot with Vincent. East Lyme showing blitz. High snap. Hightower beats the blitz. He's into the second level. And he has the first down. And I think that high snap, Mike, and that throwing off the timing of the play actually helped Waterford.
I think it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you beat an aggressive pass rush? Draws, screens.
Bobby Mitchell, who used to coach at Stonington, always yelled, draw, screen.
Yeah. High snap that time. Hightower inside, spins.
Hightower again.
Sticks his head down. Another good gain. Offensive line for Waterford doing work on this drive.
Number 14, Coleman Groff.
We are under 1.5 minutes to go. Fourth quarter action. Keith O'Brien, Mike Demaro. Good football game. As Al McGuire used to say, this is a wire job, folks. Bakken will look to Menders. And it passes. What? Sam Menders climbing the ladder. Touchdown, Waterford.
To Sam Menders.
Triple
for
jump
the
champ,
Waterford
Keith.
touchdown.
All right, so what's your best play?
I'm going to go inside handoff and a little bit of a reverse and look for Sokolsky. It has been their bread and butter to pick up 2 yards. Sam Menders, Mike, we talked about the threats, the receivers on the outside. Play the mismatch. He's a basketball player. He's a high jumper. Great play that time by Menders.
Hey, they may go back to that in a timeout.
Timeout, Waterford.
Wow, what a big 2-point conversion right here.
Thanksgiving Day, a minute left.
Tremendous game.
2-point conversion.
Memorial MVP award to be given to the
Mike, we talked about it too. Pound in the middle, pound in the middle, pound in the middle. When is Bakken going to try and win the game for you?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
This would be this would be the time. I mean, I don't know.
By finding Menders on the outside in that one-on-one pass pattern, you got that mismatch on the outside.
Yes. But they've had so many things. Waterford's run so many plays well today to Sokolsky, to Hightower, to Harshberger inside, and then Vincent on the outside, Menders. East Lyme really has to. I don't know how you defend.
Well, this is how I defend it if I'm East Lyme. I sell out. I sell out.
That.
I
Yeah,
bring the house. And if they want to beat us on the outside, or if you want to break a tackle at the goal line, that's okay. But I am selling out right now if I'm the Vikings.
I agree. They're on their feet, Keith. Look at
Yeah, it's a great place. Great time. Menders at the top of the set. Vincent at the bottom. They're going to run double wing for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback keeper on a quick snap. And Bakken is in. Tie ball game. They went quick snap on a quarterback keeper and kind of caught East Lyme napping on the defensive end. They got behind the offensive line, and Harshberger gave Ryan Bakken a little ride, a little help from your friends.
All right, so maybe I don't hate the quarterback sneak to Bakken as much.
There you go, Mike. Take that, Mike, tomorrow. Mike, they showed him a different look. They showed him the double wing look. They went quick count, and East Lyme was not ready for that at one bit.
You know, if Waterford did the exact opposite of what I've said all day, they would be up like 52-6.
That's right. That is correct. What a good football game here. 28-28 with 1:08 left to go.
So, as we said, assuming we get to overtime, which there's still a minute 8 left and 3 timeouts, it's 4 shots from the 10.
Wow, listen. Put the stuffing on hold. Put the turkey off to the side. Because we could have overtime
And
here.
the third time, you have to go for 2.
Yes. So you got Galbo and Hart back deep to receive.
Back to kick.
Menders will kick.
Galbo and Blaine Hart back for
Now,
East
I would
Lyme.
be shocked right here if this ball is kicked out of bounds by Menders.
I would be.
Menders drills it towards the right side. Hart, that ball bounces into the end zone. There you go. Sam Menders says no, shaking his fist that time. Sam Menders says no chance of a return on that one.
So, Keith, here's something to keep in mind. If we do go to overtime, I would guess that the teams would prefer to be going
left to right.
Left to right, because that's the way the wind appears to be.
Especially if you're Waterford, where
First
3
and 10,
points for your
Vikings
field
from their
goal
own
kick.
20 with 1:08 to go.
1:08, fourth quarter. How does East Lyme play it? High drama, Thanksgiving morning. Little home cooking here at East Lyme High School.
I would say to play it safe, but
yeah. Perry will drop back and throw. Pass is incomplete, intended for Galbo in the flat. TJ Horner jumping up and down, saying I was wide open, I was behind the defense. 1:04 to go. Now you got to be careful here for your East Lyme, because you do not want to give the ball back to Waterford with the ability to win a game.
No, and East Lyme would punt into the wind, remember.
You got to be careful here if you're East Lyme.
You do.
Waterford has big playability, and they have a tremendous kicker.
Yep.
And I can tell you right now, that is what John Strecker is thinking about right now. I think East Lyme did them a favor right there by throwing the ball on first down. Perry under center. Hart gets the carry, and he's swallowed up. Jackson, Harshberger. Loss of 6, timeout, Lancers.
Jackson Harshberger.
New Canaan Darien's the final, 20-0.
Wow.
New Canaan with a win.
Drew Pine's going to Notre Dame.
Well, Darien will be in a lovely mood on Tuesday.
Let's see if they capture that number 1 seed still. Mike, that was a huge stop that time by a Harshberger. 3rd down and 15 now for East Lyme, and a lot of time left on the clock if you're Waterford.
So now in Double L, Newtown sitting in first. Cheshire can overtake them. I think that game is tied right now with Southington in the 4th.
Now, Keith, one of the best games we saw all of last year was
Cheshire and NFA. Yeah, it was.
That'd be an interesting game on Tuesday.
Boy, some good football teams across the state, man. It really is. Double L. The L is loaded this year. L is stacked.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably looking at a hand St. Joe's Class L. That's a great game.
Not only for number 1 in L, but probably for number 1 in the state.
Oh, yeah.
All right, big 3rd down here. 3rd down and 15 for East Lyme. Perry from the gun. Draw. Hart. Going nowhere. Ball's out. and covered up. It looks like Mike looked at that ball hit the turf, and number 68 that time, Joe Reitmeyer was on this.
Him.
Yeah.
Harshberger with a great open field tackle right there. This is interesting now, Keith, because depending if you get a gust of wind here, Matthias has punted the ball well, but you shank one here, and
boy, I tell you,
we may not need overtime.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. That first down play, that incompletion on first down,
huge.
Was just helped out Waterford so much.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think Waterford really cares how much time is on the clock, as long as they get the football.
Yeah.
They've shown you big playability. They got to go back to the well.
Yes.
Vincent, back deep to receive. I'd be shocked if Waterford did not have this ball at the 50-yard line.
You got to watch the snap and the wind here.
Mateus back to punt for the Vikings.
Snap is good. Kick is underway. High kick. Just catch the ball, Vincent, at the 49-yard line. Like I said, right at midfield.
I'll tell you, most underrated player of this game today is Matthias,
the punter.
The punter. That was a great punt under the circumstances.
Into the wind, under pressure. So Waterford will take over. 1st and 10 from just on their side of the midfield at the 49. Tie ball game.
So
they've got a great kicker in Sam Menders, and they got some weapons on the field.
I would say they would want to get to the 20-yard line to give Menders a shot.
That would be from about 37 yards out.
Yeah, so they need 30 yards in 37 seconds.
Timeouts, we have one timeout left?
I don't believe
they're out of timeouts. Okay. Clock will stop on a first down, though. Sanford in motion. Double move on the outside. That pass is caught by Vincent to the 31-yard line. Double move that time by Michael Vincent, and he made the pitch and catch. Mike, that was a good throw that time by Bakken.
Well, we said he want to let your best player win the game.
He's going to clock it. There you go. 25 seconds left. Jack Todd trying to wreak a little havoc in there. Bakken's looking for a little personal foul that time. Could be. Officials are talking about it, Mike.
I didn't see that. I would not have called that, Keith. I would not have called that. I think, you know.
Yeah, he's just, I mean.
No.
Bakken spiked the ball. Todd came through, kind of hit it out of his hand. So if it's a delay of game, it's a delay of game. But I don't think there's no personal foul there.
No, I mean, it's got to be. It's got to be pretty obvious. Anyway, 21 seconds here. I still think you can use the middle of the field.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Second down. It's not first down. It's second down. Second down and 10. Trips to the bottom of the set. Menders at the top of the formation. Bakken looking. Throws to Menders, and he overshoots him. Little one-man pass pattern that time. Pressure up front by number 50, Caleb Smith. Will bring up third down. Now what do you got?
Now you might have to use the sidelines, because I don't know that you can get.
If you use the middle of the field, you have to pick up a first down.
You have to
can't
get
clock
the first down, yes.
The stick says second down, but it's really third down.
It's third down, right, because yes.
There you go. They changed it now.
They got it right. Okay.
So third down and 10. Waterford would probably need about 12 yards for Menders to have a shot at a field goal here.
Yeah.
No timeouts. If you use the middle of the field, you have to get a first down.
To stop it, right.
To stop it. Big play here. Hey, a timeout, delay of game.
Delay.
Wow, delay of game.
Delay of game against Waterford.
Wow. It was the 3rd and 15.
Oh.
Takes it back to the 37.
Killer Diller right there. Keith, that hurts.
15 to go for the Lancers.
That did hurt. Same play. Run it. Call it. Let's go. Bakken, corner of the end zone. passes, overshot Vincent off his fingertips. He was going to go back shoulder to the pylon. Led Vincent just a little too much, and why not take a shot on 4th down right here?
Oh, Keith.
Vincent was open.
He was
and
open.
Behind the defense.
He had two steps. I think he may have turned
the wrong way.
or
Vincent's running a double move. So what he's doing is he's running a dig pattern to the inside. Then he's turning to the outside towards the pylon, Mike. And he was wide open.
On the clock.
Mike, East Lyme right now, Hart has his hands full covering Vincent.
Yeah, so the line of scrimmage is the 38. Scott Galbo's on the 10.
Yeah.
Or the 15.
4th down. 8 seconds to go. Bakken takes the snap. Comes across the middle of the field. He looks for Menders and overshoots him.
Bakken's pass incomplete.
Owen Robbins on him.
Intended for Menders.
Menders was open. Bakken knew it, and he overshot him. And that will be the last play of the regulation. Mike, how about some extra play here at East Lyme High School?
That's what this game. That's exactly where we should be.
Mom, put the turkey on hold.
This
put
game
the stuffing
has been
on hold.
So even and so much fun, and so I believe they get like 5 minutes now to kind of catch their breath. They'll come to midfield for the toss to see who gets the ball first. Generally speaking, you go on.
And then put 2 seconds back on the clock. All right, 2 seconds back on the clock. All right, I'll hold that thought.
Well, they're gonna kneel
it.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, Dan Marino maybe fake throw it deep. Maybe, I don't know.
Bill Mignault would do the fake knee fade here.
Yeah.
My favorite all-time football play. Ledyard actually did that, and it worked.
Well, you've seen some good games on Thanksgiving Day, haven't you?
Not many better than this one.
Got a good football game.
That's
it.
Clock runs.
I'd say about 15 years ago now.
Stay right here.
Thanksgiving Day.
One of the best ones I saw. East Lyme beat Waterford 7-2.
7-2. 2-run home run. All right, if you're enjoying Game Day's live streaming and video storytelling, and you'd like to ensure that we can continue to bring you the best in Connecticut high school sports, and I do believe it is, please consider purchasing a print or digital subscription to The Day at theday.com/subscribe. Subscribing to The Day supports local journalism in your community, including our coverage of high school sports, and it keeps Mike DeMauro off the streets and Peter Wappy employed. How's that?
Always a good thing.
So
anyway, that game was 7-2.
Yeah.
In the last minute, Waterford ran 8 plays inside the 10, and East Lyme stopped all 8 of them. There was penalties and all kinds of things that kept the drive going.
I'll tell you, one of the best high school games I've seen on Thanksgiving Day a couple years ago was when New London went into NFA and beat them. And Gio Lopez, I mean, he was tremendous. Pete, were you at that game or not? Were you shooting video?
No, I was.
Pete, how about you? Were you at that game? Were you shooting that?
I'm having a hard time remembering if I shot it or just watched the video on it.
That was a great high school football game. Yeah. And when I was a kid, I went to a Stonington Wesley game, and Stonington had this kid. Mike, he was probably a little before your time. His name was Greg Bell. He was a running back, and he looked like Herschel Walker out there. There was probably about 8,000 people at Wesley High School. It was back and forth. The fences were lined. People were coming over from Capizanos. You know what I'm saying? It was a great time. It was a tremendous game.
So I think my favorite Thanksgiving game that I've shot was New London at NFA when Garrett Burdick hit a 50-yard field goal with the wind behind him that no one thought he had any business making. That was the same year that he hit the field goal to beat Middletown.
Wow. As Dwayne Miranda was coaching that team?
It was a horrible game. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, horrible. Low scoring, not a lot happening, really cold and windy. And then Burdick shot this field goal kick up into the air, like you couldn't see it, and it goes through.
And New London started that year 1-2.
Yeah.
Because they won that game, they made the playoffs.
Wow.
And Dwayne Miranda, who was a coach, started to sing Drake to the kids after the game.
Oh, jeez.
Started from
the
bottom, now we're here. It was great. Anyway.
I'll get the coin toss for
they
overtime.
Will come out.
Peyton Sutton will come on out.
They will come out, and on the third try, if we get that far, you have to go for 2.
Yes. All right.
All right, so playoff update. In Double L, NFA would face Newtown, or if Cheshire wins, Cheshire's tied. I saw wins, jump number 1, and NFA will play Cheshire.
Got it.
In Class S, Plainfield lost to Griswold Wheeler, but because of the other games, still clinched a spot. So they're sitting 7 right now.
Plainfield is 7.
Yeah, would play Bullard Havens, which probably a better draw than Ansonia or Bloomfield at this point. But still 1 game to go in S. Plainville versus Farmington has not ended yet. Waterford at this point sitting 4th.
So there is the possibility this game could end in a tie, you know.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so if I
the third
believe
overtime is the last overtime period.
There's 3 overtime periods. On the third, you have to go for 2. If we're tied, I believe it ends in a tie. So we will see which way we're going to go. It looks like we're going to go so we are going to be going into the wind.
Right. East Lyme will have the football. Noah Perry trots out onto the field. So there goes your choice to go to with the wind at your back.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, to me, this may actually come down to an
East Lyme will get first possession in the overtime from the 10-yard line.
Oh, here we go. Full house backfield for the Vikings. You got big number 55, Zach Todd, in the backfield. He is a load.
I love this.
Power football set. Perry to Hart. And that front line of Waterford hunkers down.
Jeremy Heineck.
Brought down by Jeremy Heineck, number 80.
Biggins up front, digging in some trenches and hunkering down. A little Keith Jackson for you.
Second down.
Second down from the 9-yard line. Overtime here at East Lyme High School.
Heineck doesn't look like the biggest lineman
no.
ever. That was quite
that was a good stop.
That was quite a play.
Perry brings the play in from the sidelines. Got to be careful here. This play clock, Mike.
Yes. Let's watch the back judge. 5.
Hart in motion. Swing pass in the pattern to Hart. Hart all by himself on an island. Could be a late hit on the outside.
The Lancers should count their blessings right there.
Hart was 2 steps out of bounds and got popped.
I might have called that one, Keith.
I don't know about that play call on second down. Let's swing past the Hart.
Third down, Vikings.
No gain. 3rd and goal from the 9. It's overtime here at East Lyme High School. That was a really, really tight spot to throw that swing pass on the close sideline.
Yeah.
You like to get your running back in space there, Mike, that time. He seemed to just bottled up.
Yeah.
No misdirection on that. Nobody was surprised by the Waterford defense.
Where's Galbo?
Here we go. 4 wide. In the set for Perry. Looks left. Throws. Passes. Caught. Owen Robbins.
Touchdown.
That time East Lyme went 4 wide. Owen Robbins on the inside slant got positioned and made a great catch.
That's 2 big catches for him. And now the all-important
extra point. Englund will kick it. Great throw that time by Perry. Snap, hold, kick, blocked. Harshberger, I think it was a Sanford, number 8, came in and blocked that extra point. Matthew Sanford, Mike, busted in and making a play.
You know, Keith, in a very odd way, that's almost a win for the Waterford defense right there.
Yeah.
Because now, listen,
an
the
extra
odds,
point wins the game.
odds of you scoring from the 10 are pretty good.
Yes.
And now you get the extra point, game over. Matt Sanford, what a play.
What a play. Up the gut that time. Blocked the extra point.
It's too bad because Will Anglin had a really good day to that
Yes,
point.
he has. Here we go. Bakken. And it's going to be a false start on Waterford. Go figure, Mike.
Yeah.
Illegal motion on Waterford, 5-yard penalty, takes the ball back to the 15, first down.
See, Keith, there's why I couldn't ever be a coach.
You blow a gasket right about now.
Yes.
All right, first and goal from the 15. Harshberger dances.
Ball.
That ball's out. Is that ball out?
It is out.
East Lyme recover.
We're waiting. No.
It will be second down. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. That ball was on the turf.
He got about 2 yards, Keith, so we're at second and goal about the 13.
13-yard line, second and goal. The penalty really hurt the Lancers on first down.
Killed him.
East Lyme trying to hang on and win the Turkey Day game between their crosstown rivals. Sokolsky and Vincent at the top of the set. Menders down at the bottom. Sokolsky in motion. He gets the ball. Turns it upfield, and he is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Good job that time by number 19, Cam Hart on the stop. And it's about to get loud, Mike, tomorrow here at East Lyme High School. Third down and goal from the 11. This big play offense is going to need a big play right now on third and goal.
Well,
2 shots at it. Ball game on the line.
And I like your idea here. Sell out.
Sell out. If you're the Vikings, sell out. Bring the house. Harshberger and Hightower in the backfield. Bakken looks left. Comes back. Tries to find Menders, and he's got him. Touchdown, Sam Menders. Way to work your way back to the quarterback, son.
And now Sam's got to get himself back under control for the biggest play of the game.
Third touchdown of the game, I do believe, for Sam Menders. Wow.
How much fun is this? And a timeout. East Lyme.
Boy, Sam Menders worked his way back to the quarterback tremendously on that play. Opened himself up and made the catch.
With Menders to attempt the extra point for the win.
Okay, so we know that Waterford has had snap issues today. So a lot to worry about still if you're John
Yeah. Special teams, kicking game. If you're East Lyme, you sell out. You try to get a big push up the gut. Like you said, Menders is now, Mike, he's got to calm himself down a little bit.
Yes.
Get your composure. You got a chance to win the ball game.
He's probably done this hundreds of times in his life, but none of them have counted until now.
Yeah, here we go. Ball game on the line. Extra point. Overtime. 34-34. Bakken will hold. Snap. Good. Kick up and true. Sam Menders sends Waterford on to victory. The Waterford Lancers beat East Lyme in overtime 35-34 and will host a home playoff game for the first time in school history. Enjoy your turkey today, Waterford, and put a little extra stuffing on it as well.
Eat that. There are some games that leave you speechless, and this is probably one of them. I can't imagine these two schools have ever played a better game. Absolutely tremendous game.
What a great football game today. Waterford has done it all in the world of sports and high school sports in the last few years, but never like this in high school football, Mike. First time ever appearance in the state playoffs, and they will host a playoff game on Tuesday night.
Think about it, kid. If you're John Strecker, you know, how many little kids who are here today now want to play football?
Yeah, it's tremendous.
It's just what an unbelievable game. Think about this. It was 28-20.
Yeah.
East Lyme had them.
I'm going to get down there, Coach. Talk to Coach Strecker. I want to talk to
So am I,
Sam
Keith.
Menders as well. Keep things on here.
Please stick around for the Palmer
Big time game.
Memorial MVP Award.
All right.
Given to the outstanding
Watch for our
players.
highlights and interviews on social media. For Tim Cook, Peter Wappy, Mike DeMar, Keith O'Brien, happy Thanksgiving, everybody out there. Remember, you eat all the turkey you want. It's the stuffing that gets you.